as I witness the damage which this clique of neo-colonialist conspirators are doing to our country. At the bidding of their overseas neo-colonialist masters, they are dismantling the work of 15 years. They are telling you that Ghana is bankrupt. They are telling you that our country is in debt to the extent of some 240 million pounds. What fools they are. How ignorant for them to think that you believe these stupid lies. Open your eyes and look around you. See for yourself. See the splendid new Tama Harbor. See the mighty water dam. See the fine roads which we have built under the leadership of the Convention People's Party and its government. See the schools, the colleges and the universities. See the clinics, hospitals, health centers and the facilities which we have created. See the factories which are already springing up. These are no debts. These are not debts. They are investments in our future as an independent nation. These are the physical guarantees of the bright new future which I have promised you and I have been working for. Together, we can put our Ghana firmly and squarely on its own feet. Together, we can create the things we need for ourselves instead of going cap in hand for charity handouts from foreign powers whose only wish is to exploit us and make us vassals to their interests. I know these are hard and trying days for you. I have never tried to conceal from you that real independence, that is to say economic independence, does not come without hard struggle and sacrifice. Unlike the cheats and deceivers, the liars and traitors who are now trying to lord it over you, I have never promised you any easy road. I have respected your good sense, your capacity for work, your pride in yourselves, and your sense of national dignity.
Jordan Yadumak Jeros Ajma Frema Abankro and Nanaya Safo one more share ye Facebook Live no amaye and I mean we abema Isaac Brobe Wadaroma and was share Edumedina and the Ashame call except me made Hunchiame. The guy will say what's up line also activating that 05037217744 05037217744. Bet me the messages, the comments in be after Facebook Live for your back and can come at the amount. Also, I bet me the fire WhatsApp line, the story, and so your back and can breast a fatum with the amount. And yes, I bring a baby penny be at penny more. You do and him said in a time, some other car had no catch them face to face. I want to make a man. You want to meet her and him face to face and can't find children no. A man for them, Mr. Menkama. Why? Say you don't fit jump. At him, did you be a name? And I can send you be a name. And what's some of the sun yet here, your back and can come at your mouth. I'm a girl when you want to move in a catch you more. And I know not make our hand must say Abrabo when you be said that effort to who say a young business is one best say within. One best say what as a one bit best say, Mammy Canasa. One best say, why, my sabi, what don't for no what for bimpo, one must say what you they are not dear behold more meet me to one yana mentiasia, minim Samekai, Mobatimasia. Who's will be on more or no betuana more oboni obini obibetimi at not 10, 15, 20 years. On him decided what you will be in the home and for. But Obonti soon be betting me a bewura woman finfi abe come back one some the achrabaco, Amadi on it that an ajedi, I didn't hear bazaar. Say in the yana mentiasia because I chill my dream. So one will be a now for one man now for one by fan now for more frabrim. What relationships on become Omunina will be in the young secrets will be in him near, said the what here. There's one to meet now, ma Obonti soon to be third person. A be freshly, no ababeshi woman finfi, no I can't wait one some yaya at the actual way. Or be a win him the flash as you know, win him the fretted no. No be our no bar yena, Boswemi and Sakura Mayanum. But to me, Becca, where's he say, what's why I say, into obey will say, and the fire goes, no, I didn't.
Why do you think these traitors, these agents and lackeys of colonialism and of international intrigue to destroy the independence of Ghana, chose this moment to perform their dastardly act. I will tell you, less than 1 month before they struck to destroy all our hard work, we had inaugurated the first electricity from the Volta Dam. Only 3 days before this treachery, we had signed a new agreement to irrigate the mighty Accra Plains. At last, we were on the threshold of a great new victory. We had in 1957 won our political independence after years of struggle. Now in 1966, we were at the threshold of winning our economic independence. The same people who tried to sabotage our winning of political independence 9 years ago have now struck to sabotage our economic independence and are systematically dismantling our socialist gains and achievement. Before the traitors and the rebellious National Liberation Council tried to usurp power during my absence from Ghana, Ghana was a haven to which the oppressed from all parts of Africa could come to carry on their struggle. It was a haven for freedom fighters, for independence and against colonialism. The name of Ghana was revered all over the African continent as a staunch friend of the oppressed. African brothers from South Africa, from Rhodesia, from Mozambique and Angola, from the so-called Portuguese Guinea and the Cape Verde Islands and other oppressed colonial areas were given hospitality amongst us. Do you think that this is something of which we needed to be ashamed? Not at all. On the contrary, it was something of which we should be justly proud. Haven't we proclaimed that the independence of Ghana is meaningless until it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa? Now, hundreds of these brave freedom fighters who came to our country trusting us to look after them and help them in their struggle against colonial oppression, and believing as we do that Africa and the struggle for freedom is indivisible. These brave men and women have been sent back, bag and baggage, by this traitorous clique to the countries from which they had fled to seek refuge, inspiration, and protection in Ghana. Countrymen, a new phase of the African Revolution has been reached. This revolution must overcome and triumph over imperialism, racialism, and neocolonialism. It must finally usher in the total emancipation and the political unification of our continent. Africa must be free. Africa must be united.
The state security agencies are doing their work and playing their role as they must. They are very vigilant. Ghana, being an oasis of peace, simply tells us that they are doing their jobs. So you stay vigilant too. So if you see something, say something.
Say something if you see something, my friend. If you see something, you for say something.
I want to read from pages 233 to 233. And they talk about George's decision to enter politics and the battles and the advice that he ought not to enter politics. And it says from the last paragraph of page 223, says, when I decided to participate in active politics Someone who thought I was making a bad decision sent me what he called 10 reasons why politics was not good for me. To him, the things associated with active politics do not conform to my personality and my principles, and hence I should stay away from them.
For kana wu bre na aso no bidi kama munya ne ntie se ne kana wu no ye sesa ye niema no gidi National Identification Authority for maboboa no na ye kokopie ye na sa National Identification Authority ye aban adwumakuo ya womo na register Ghana for nyina wanya free emfie dunum ekwa ye se register ne ma utumi krata edi adanse se wo ye Ghana ni ba po a enye nchen kra eti yato din Ghana card na sa card yi NIA for ene ade ahye omo sase wo mo register Ghana for enima be ense bebre ene fa NIA wo mo dwumadi ne fresh asie nyina eba nyina no ense bebre wo ha bebre no manfo afemu sei nipa ni bi wo ho no mo a NIA for hye wo mo adwuma se no wo mo ne won ene ko ene wo mo register ne kama Omko register ne ka trom se omonko ye be sheda mom date a ombeba ababaji wo ID cards obu ho no ma first time o register no e no ko register bi besi nne onya ne card besi nne onya ne card ade ba ko e hadwe wo ho nso bio ene se yenya enta udin ne wo data ne wo details ne ade e wo computer no so eno ano no untimi nkwa different center so kwa register for no age Ghana card ni bi ebi enye ne sama ne nyi enti wo a wodi kan register no obi ba register akire wo no wanya ne card wo first one no wo da so nam ho a wo card wo nsa enkan adenti na ese ba ne sa obi o so a wa register kama o register time so se ko ne kokwaje wo card no okoye se udin ni ho ko ha sei udin wa ha woko ebi a different assembly a metropolitan assembly na say this assembly yes ko ho ko sa district way anako sa center way aha na o details udin ene o card no kwa ubenya obeko yes ni ho yes sa kwa wo ben na ebinum aye up and down sa mama pa ba se ne enya nto enya ntua ba mpemba bi ntina ma mpemba bi ntina na Ghana card ba ko a mepe ebi mu ko san la ya homache ene ho ko ne ba before meto aso no sana Ghana card e bakwa na me madwene mio na madwene ye me se eno na ye register e dia koto 2020 aba no sana na madwene ye me ese Ghana card no ye tro sa din no na ye dia koto 2020 aba because we pressure ye de to nkrofo so wo mo eso na hemara mi na manchi mom de man so de ai empare me kra sa de sa me ene mi nya bia mi nya bi me sorry sa anadwo konkon no ho na me da fa plans ama mabrabo no afa na me sorry akoto santen adan adie bia eye Ghana for dia yenya ye dia yenya mobi yenya ne ye dia tena o mayi mu adenti ne yento yen bo ase ne yenya ade no adenti ne yento yen bo ase ne yenya ade no ene ye de say 5 years ne de besi won ne de be register obi a 5 years ne so e beka san ha abanya ye bi 5 years wa want me yankwa register na say one na wo mpe ye yu de efrim anase ye twa wudi mu eno kra no some of the clause bi hye ho say wo ye ready so be register kwan da ho say wo kwana kokko register me ka me na kwa wie de be National Identification Authority woman na omeyi mra amom to me say omo engi yen data. Omo gi yen data wi a e wo sen ko mutimi di feed telcos no telecommunication companies no so omo de sa ne manyina feed wo mo e wo sen National Communications Authority e wo sa data no e wo mo computer so e wo sen Ministry of Communications e wo sa data no e wo mo computer so sa ne enkrom yensa na sa kom yensan and I said Naya Mabosui, National Identification Authority, Ministry of Communications, and of a National Communications Authority, and Sana Telcos no cry de Abba, because Telcos no come to me at tap straight FNCA ho. The more per or month for data. Must say, when I could register a Ghana card, Uja Ghana card new year. Pakwa ye SIM registration. SIM registration is when you did the SIM registration. Ya ye BIAMAH jiegu. Anko siaga. Ya ye SIM registration ama jiegu. Anko siaga. What is the guarantee said this time around it ye be ni fine. Ebi ene mebu hon maka na ya tutu ni ye this time around ye tutu ni ye. Kama ye. Na denti ni ye do shato ye ho so. Nipa na boka and what telco no ho telecommunication company no ho say wona metimi no wa adi aya adwuma enti me to sim card no so nyasa me omotam ya no de maame omo Jamie voters card e di register me ai nti ne sa details no e wo mo ho e na mo say Ghana card nti na ifo nya Ghana card ade na mo ma na ye bre say bia na ye ma mfie mienu mfa register Ghana ni bia sefata says or register at the end of the 2 years no na fe ye ba ese ye ba be sim re-registration and say sim registration then you will be a kitana Ghana card no akwa geneti ade ni ntimi nya sade e say te aka 3 days or 2 days na sim registration no so onye ya ye twa card ntimi bisa NIA any National Ministry of Communications because minister na this ultimatum we by say by 31st of July untimi register wo semwa ye mfa date ni bi nka ho mfa bi nka ho sedienti mfa bi nka ho sedienti se nipa ne card na o use na sem na o use no watwam 120 ana wanya den aden na munne NIA for en collaborate na mun hwe se bia NIA anya bia enipa dodo a register no mumfa compare omo a atwere wo mudin anaso omo aye sim registration no mumfa compare setalia obi akotwere ni din first time besi nne okobia na ye pass wa onya ne Ghana card na campus o dia best sim registration ada ne ye pre ye ho sa bibia gidi afa wo ya hwetefete sam enkosi aga Ghana ade and yashada implemented no religiously holistically ama ye ade ya na ye register ya ade ye register fa nkoma bro ni bi na ye register fa nkoma bia ye ya na ye ade ne ye mba ye ho bre ese bia ye de 2 years ye de 1 year esi ho no mo obia enko trending e wo NIA ho nso no problem as say me ankasa matrase a medetect a mehu ni say wonya twere wudin a wo card maaye no ye hwehwe wo card a ye nhunu eti ahefa na ye bekwa ko hunu card no NIA fo ntimi nkyere say bia BIAMAH ko center B ho na wo card ne wo na matrace makwa kwaje maade wo mo nkasa nim nka nyansa mu no na nka mo NIA fo mo computer so data num no mo boy bia edi maame BIAMAH kwafo no na kyere mo ba bia me card ne wo wo se bitimi ko trace na me kwaje maade we system bia ni ho an matesa bibia ni ho atesa enti cars na boss e don pem ena sum NIA se omo headquarters so sense ehefa ena sum ho e register one but omo nim se ho na omo card ne wo anase wo anase wo ha taking their time to go through sebia nipa smesi ne card wo ha anase wo ha sa na me nyina ntimi nye enti nipa bebre ene telcos no ena ebe lose big time telcos no ena ebe lose big time because a lot of people still omo sanka omo Ghana card a lot of people omo register still omo sanka omo Ghana card ade ti den se banesa adenti ena wase ebanesa Ministry of Communications, National Communications Authority, NIA. Mon collaborate yo tong. Mon collaborate na pressure na mo de to Ghana for so no enfree yen so. Because we enye something bi ato. Nye kiwa ukodim eni sika wo kwa kotua ene ho nkro ne ba wo mo agye bribe na sefo enye no on collaborate one institution pe betimi a register we nyina no wa feed other institutions no na omo enya data no wo register no na udem na udem wenu nyina yeyi at the end of the day obi betimi afa sim card e de di obi bone wo be hwehwa wo ye nhu nipa ko ne ya chene da ye nhu nipa ko ene ya chene da for your systems no eye too weak eto anu abes la usu wadaruma sim card registration no de na ai time no mudi be beka ho pa NIA4 mo so on find ways and means mo be fa so am be tracing crofo o register no mo sanka wo cards na abodom pimsim ho no wo mo data wo ho mo gi address ene ho nkro ne ba ade na mo ntimi tracing crofo mo se ya ayi addressing system o se den street name ne na sefo enti ya de digital address e buy GPS address buy before mo be issue card na obi be fill in the form no mo demand this GPS address no ade na mo nti wo mo telephone numbers wo so ana mo frɛ won to come for their cards that's on back sim registration na o makwa akoye adenti na ese ebre ye ho this simple thing adenti na ese ebre ye ho sa e de Ghana de ye wasam ne papa o ma wei ni nyina ye suban ya ansesan ye attitude ye suban ya e ha adwene won so a na efo ma bre se ko na ko register no atiada ona ko register no atiada afia aka na bro no afa no enu hancho udi queue mu ne sa na ni obetie skana mansa abusu afo ye ba mo ho wo issue bia concerning card sim registration sense so Ghana card sa won sanka titru mu am sanka mo register am sanka mo de mo na me hia mahwie wo register ya won san enka wo de no enne NIA4 PRO Ganiyu a friend from Machin last 2 weeks near started CF no ya fra me kwara jam wa block me send a message on fekura no akan wo friend na wo mfa ohwe na ahadwe a wo block wo ta wo pese institutions no ye adwuma no wo pese institutions no ye adwuma no we are ready yo that they anim e twa ye 0302243540 hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Bajodini baby Afrifi.
Maybe I'm away while we are Bema and I'm walking and make us say.
It's you.
Maybe I'm you know what? God knows say. What you know, Monsanka, maybe I'm who go on my pay for time, no. Or you the information our system, no. It's the old time where for that's the information is like a clear idea. Oh, because make the salary in here, yeah. I'm a man, Sacramento, you know. Then I'm an actual horse, and I was my grandma. Didn't cut the register. They said, oh, Accra, what are MTL West, Abu Canopy, so there is all. Oh, I would do why is that there in the summer. Maybe say, I also MTL phone Jomuka. Second on what you know, I don't be John Walker. The better firm will be down with there. On what is our done with Yano? Almost Jomuka now. Sana koso awa Accra watu post beside us sana koso
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Ibacho dini baby Afrifi.
Pacho Jaffa ni mekasafeta ma oil fan.
Jaffa, yanko.
Mambe ya mawapomo ya.
Rade adum.
Da me as. Ya mema afija sene ya kuma swadi yenye na aba.
Itwa mo Yesu dim.
Mame, I know the apple, I don't need the kappa, but Minkan Kumu was me Jaffa and Casabe call the Quashira about. What's Sanasi or sell East level area? Sharp care for you or my Ghana card with you on. Ghana card Nankasan. More Mudiku, who are the Alcoya Bay, service man be a new one, obey me as a sham say, way and one is so be a your pet. and no year no so free one must not. Would dinner what the ama say enter amount. Spelling mistake, but I just also put here take it to your bank. Now I stand the mistake now, but I stand on my head. Or my me I had number. Now maybe I may catch up to say MTM for me to be to be muta. Mammy, Miss Trem, and combine it all with your man. You ever the so I chill, no one may acquaint your radio so. Yeah, I will be a show with you beyond. If you put on to Marco, national ID card for one honor. That's why I with my first one break to be like a bra. May put us in the voted ID card, valid one, I would register man. And you say, we do on let my crack jam information out. Called ID card for one aqua dear. I can't say what time it's in.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
MBQ.
Answer why? Did you want to Malaji do radio no pacho?
I did like the rush hour didn't do.
What's our do radio no?
Oh, sorry, Kapla. Mami BIAMAH.
Yes.
Onum say Ghana card no you started to register and yet ya bida and I stanka Nyakupo Adaroma President AKWAFO ba ya na wenu ebe say ye initial no you register electoral commission for wenu and politician be sorry you can say Mom bia ko register Ghana card no what I say and the problem no buy meanwhile no start pakunu ono why any dey na da ho kaka and any go to here and you say you continue and am tamba hebio me say my register da me was first by the national security board me ka uno ya mami and Ghana for the baby abaya you find the politics the show go oninam you stop mon ami viens la fait passer au cas de
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, na mami mbaka po mwe.
Nyame adom. Odi ni bebe afrefi.
Mbaka ben na yarafa.
Yo, eti yo ben.
Na mami. We di misrewu. Enye aban no de kwa Ghana card anka mami wo Ghana card dia wo kwa. Nti se aban dia ba se kwa Ghana card ba foda. Na all the time dia to mo de 1 month and 2 months and now say 1 year Ghana card and where is that with him? Ucha usimwa. Eno no measure than dia about. Because we seem them using my soda. I will start that. Yeah, Juma. It is a woody, the do for samba. What was it? The whole year. Ubialis and cat. And it's 10 years at 10 years. No, because it's Busumba, my resume about become card. You see me. And about me, you know, another interest to be as or see me pass about 4 that yet. What do you want to get? And then Abanga, I don't know, who was it? Who got that? Yeah, 2.5.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho ni bebe afrefi.
Aja ni mwini mikate from Vancouver.
Yo, eja iti yo.
Mawajuma.
Ejuma das.
Adi wo omo tati ya na sasimi ya wokan so stati. Enya se na ebo. Nimi je omo ya media ma bibi no. Me ko je no omo ka tem se photo abaso. Enti me ko ade ati ama beje. Me ko emi nim beso de omo beso omo kire se ka no omo beso omo de bema mi o se din do. I don't know. And this is a bit one occasion that father man on Fango. Give me the Bravo, I have no much a do. Said then on you, me give me good on the song with the oh, and the almost 30 young, almost 30 Sadian. And give me the say the Ako do anything, a free a Chereko, said the Quachade, said, now I see, and with the ambassador. Sir, we bring your card and quantity and one more young card, whom they're coming from Mombasa because who come at the eye, I said, Pachagana card, the brand will be wako and na munye bidin fawo.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, my brother.
If I told you baby afrefi.
My brother anka to bani leo.
You want to yeti yo.
Yo, madam, a registration of the SIM card, no. Was my register, MTN number now. But what the phone, no? I'm link with 404 now. Me follow prompt now, move to baby. Also filling your date of birth. Now, a card, no, me fill also wrong date of birth. My year several times, but that of woman, why several times. In fact, if you maybe a fort in the war. If you have my Vodafone, Vodafone Simpson, maybe I need a word I'm trying to my portable phone and my register because that said, yeah, the bed, move what the collect number on the Ghana card, also wrong, internet sassy. And so I may, man, often the Ghana card and so much. Ghana for young for be a politics, you know, and the BIAMAH politics. Money be a card there, a Ghana card your bay. I may you could walk in there, more in Pagala yet, more Gala yet. Since are the rational manner, and Wafu, what then recover warrior Nina, I can profile. What do I may question there? Yeah. Next year, why shall we win that? In the local bank.
Meda Sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, afternoon.
Pacho dini baby afre.
Maybe I'm a bolos in you because I feel I'm
Ono sit you.
Yeah. Oh, Mammy, you are a minimum than for Ajama. Oh, Simon Katana, Yakotono. Simon, and yes, we will be pronouncing a man say so be a Yana Kada. So we will be go back to their own. And tell the Bias, Simon still are obedient to cut off Simon, the book on we are not working. On the moment, I have been brought power because the committee said you all register one as a Sunday. What of some one as a register? So, is there any point to look at Simon or the Gibbon in India? Me, I will be the beard. Me, a messy. My smoke, my partner. What about me more? I am here. I'm going to bra. I give me 30 million. I must the phone number. I mean, the number now. She's from better 3 months. I know money in you. That's what I talk from. Show, we see Munagazano. Still, I know we should be a bonnet and say, every about the Nokoto. Anybody to turn easy, sir. You get a gun for your for more my dream brass so far. No. Still, I'm for the Dibon. Panetta will be over similar with other tunnel. While you register more, no, Dino, yes, I would need Ghana Kada. Me and similar young Tom Mount.
Meda Sipi. Hello, good afternoon. Pacho dini baby afre.
Because I tell New York.
Yo, Pacho it's you.
I mean, in Libya, the president of attention, my minister, and say, Young the Yakobosia or MTN, INCI. And tell me the meaning, for example, what's the what's the most say in my yard? So I can never kind of. Them kind of woman cool now. I want to went here. So what I can ask, yeah, so I'm what's the new inside?
Baby, I want to do hop and just small beside the man. Say hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mammy.
Pacho dini baby afre.
Pacho, me didn't offer key, me cassette new press station circle.
It's you.
Yo, me are not fifth up Kobe. I want you to mammy. Miniaba, and any week, I'm going to hijack him a number. And any week, M10, or my hijack him a line. They may fly a call, but will be frame as a near wrong number. It was 21 week in a call M10 office. Me when I'm catching on say, most of the register, my UDBA, no one is will be at my hijacking the line. If you know more fight, take a car, capture, now, Mamma here register, my baby BBA. Why is it me hijacking my number? Yeah, I mean, you're quite but will be frame as a wrong number. And now, Madame, let to Papa Swana. Now, Mestre said, me blame the car in Agnato Benny. You best be Basia. Me and find your politics. It's a more, and bring out more nice. I don't go for no mutate. Hey, me and yet, what was I say? And at the end, and I'll go back. I know.
Meda Sipi. Hello, good afternoon.
BIAMAH soldier.
Alaji.
BIAMAH police.
Alaji.
Now, to say,
Adumo Alaji now swear.
oh, yeah, that Alaji. wo bu adwuma onyankopɔn ka ho wate
me
biama ade a mbɛsrɛ yɛmpanyimfoɔ mmienu ɛne ɔnabo mame ɛslawusu ɛne professor Lefa ɛslawusu ɔno na sim card hɔnom na ɔyɛ overall boss wɔ hɔ ɛna Lefa so yɛ Ghana card mebɔ ana
Alright.
nti mbɛsrɛ registration no sim card no nipa bebree yɛkasa no ɔmo nya akunya register ɔmo menu kasa sisi ama me bia mama twom wɔ MTN office bi sisi a mo kyɛ de amanfoɔ tɔ line wɔ hɔ no mo a ɛnya agorɔ nti adɛn na sisi a yɛsi yɛ tra saa nneɛma wɔ mu wɔ ɛna binom da so brɛ nipa bɛɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ahomakye 5 na abɔfoɔ na ɔda so ti hɔ no mo just to register sim card deɛ na yɛkyɛ yɛbɛkyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ngyina ɔmo nan so yie na ɔmo mɛke sure sɛ Ghana ni bi ati ma register ɛna si ayi Ghana card no so yɛyɛ antia sɛ sɛdeɛ binom ka sɛ ɔno na yɛde bɛto aba sɛ yɛampa de a obi a wɔsɛ pata bia sɛ wɔn nya saa card no Professor Tepa wɔma nipakuo no anya ne card na asɛm mpa na asɛm nkɔ
Medase pe. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mambia.
Bachodi ni bebe afu.
Mame, Radesu Bianca, the prophet evangelist. Now, your friend is saying, in respect of card, he has him one.
Ethiopia.
Hello, Mame.
Prophet, yetiewo.
Mame, Mamba Jotaminka.
Yaton kapa.
Oh. Hello.
Yaton kao ntikasa. Emsa ne telephone no anasa ne phone kita no. Enko yisa. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, madam.
Me Bachodi ni bebe afu.
Bachodi family Steven Katatu Smith.
It's you.
Yeah, ida Bachodi someone that Bachodi jana ya sima hunzina pa na misuma pika kani say adena nka omo master line no omo amko Ghana ka ni amomo omo code ya na say nka omo fe we so mo se mo no omo fe we say first one no ati omo ya na mako de card na mo da ko na form nsam because o ko hwe like pa speed is ko like pa wo it's too bad sina brother yɛhyɛ no mene na kɔyɛ magyeme deɛ de yɛrebɛsi lɛi ne deɛ mae nti ne ka wo yɛ ne saa yɛma wo pipa no fɛs na da wo pipa no code na wɔ so no na wayɛ wode akɔnɛ sɛ ma wɔse mu no na deɛ ɛwɔ mu a wɔma akɔhwɛ mo sɛ kaa card no na wode kɔ na ka wode ayɛ nka ne mmom ka bɛboa me soma atwe kakra no no
Eda CP. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
Bachodi ni bebe afu.
BIAMAH.
Yes. Hello.
If I try to make a
Hey, me ton kao.
yo, Mame, Pacho, the attorney say, friends, Professor Kenetefa. Or no, as a lawyer, ni penny, would name home and no be an Yansa motor pass. The only show any Yansane in Pennyphone and Casa. Now, one in the side, you know, infant for a very long period. Now, may appear to be in your quiet and to me any because South Africa, hey, yeah, almost as soon ID card, national identity card, and we'll all pay the back of my head there. When you be a set time here, they have one. And I could pass your card, they'll see a register for your SIM card near the year for 6 months. It's only a young one, there be the Mama on here, and Timothy. In fact, what you are here. And you only young to was here now when you're going in and it's me, I did, bring at me for register a card and put it maybe. ID card, yeah, friends, yeah, SIM card registration. Instead of ready,
Ensumeda say hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Bachodi ni bebe afu.
I am Gaskia, but then I'm not a Faminko.
Yetio gaskia.
You remember one, let me tell you about Magana. Now, I decided the Asama Mokan. And Oklapa, I did a hard ring. Ama, Nkobuyo Mandiboko. ke man be ma on se me Vodafone me ko register me ko ya se me se me ko ye mo ba money na me ko ye obadi ene wo so is it me dun wa me tiase ma ko ma ko ye fufuro still na me ko ya so obadi me wo so me ko na me ko ye na obadi me wo so enti me ni so di ko ye bibia ndi ma e dem me tina kire me asu mi di na ko ye be se no so me ko na me ko bu ba money na me ko na obadi me wo so
asamo
me wa me tiase e de be ntia
that's when you made them mahunu gaskia made them mahunu hello good afternoon
Naba.
oh the Penya Evans
MAAME.
that's a swafre catch it you
Ma ohun te say.
restore dom me hoye pa
Ya me shira no ya okasibai. Usia na na je ni mbo ati anu wa chi ana. Ini aba ni amu kan na no. Se ye wo centers a ye ko register. Na se ade ni ye ready. Ade na mo fen ko honi ni parliament. Me de bia me ka me se Professor Tefa na djuma no ansani. Me yere ne me first born e ko ye one day. Me ka me de first one no nti se binum ka se e bi binum na anko ye ne ade a. Me ye first one. Me yere ne me ma jai bibia wo mu ye ko salai. Na no asama he ka de na nke ni pewu. Shashaman kru kakra ke GRA office wa ha na shaman kru ina obi ko se okodi ne ID card. Na mini BIAMAH me ne Chinese phone na foreigners ne dey omo ade na yetumi yema wo ade na Ghana for dey ndie muntumi ye tira mi pani owo manyimu a ye bibi a wa breda ye ba mu office na ya be yama ye de nim se mu ye mpanifo but ye ne ye bi ase no mo ma ye bre wo manu dodo mo ma ye bre wo manu dodo card keke onipa be dia na adwuma be salaries a eni so ye dey Professor Tefa na adwuma nsani about
sippy on your Penya Evans no hello good afternoon
Bawe.
Pacho dini baby Africa
Hello.
hello
Yeah, favorite question.
yo Pacho Wasi jina yiye mame why na online ni twetwa si pa jina yiye position ho ye
Afede
aha kasa
now the American say o mayi mu no say ya ho sunya kwankura na eni say ya share ho chinchia say de obi ye no ye be bi mame obeche di say 2 years ni 2020 na me kwatro me din for Ghana card besi ne busumi bia me twa ho kwan busumi bia yesi mai wo kosa wo kwaya foforo so a yesi ma nya foforo yentumi nya foforo ma twen ye beba osla so ma ti asese ochina o twa me phone nim
31st
chikwa o twa me phone enti o be twa me phone no me na maye ana hwehwe ye ba ye na ya anya ni ye best minister say date na wa hwe say end no de ontwim na so wa sempata bia oni Ghana card fo nkoka na Ghana ni bia nsa at least ta dodo na nsa ka o card a ya better wonna ma babia bi obi kan say na nsa kan Ghana card duma ye di mame hwe live pa ni pasora no pa no num obi sori no nine ko sala obi fi waji se nwumre no num asu yesi enu ne so ye tumi nya ye nya ye se ye tumi nya ye nya ye na ye si be ye dia na o si e hwe ko e be fa so e be ni ye enti osla minister yesra no ni date no de ontwe kwa ni mu na nya sa obe ha
Eda sippy hello good afternoon
Good afternoon.
Pacho dini baby Africa
From you say me kasa fin so do you zongo.
Yo
am say media kaka me kan say who say kwan na time e ba boto aba no won kwan on fa so di register nko for di omo ma yen o person voting card adanti no mo for the same kwan so en fa so na yomo ye Ghana card mo bia en sanka by na about to ni there omo ye ma bia week no mo ba area ha no ma ba area no ma ba area no obi anya vote card ene de to aba adanti the same thing mo to fa ye na ye nya Ghana card ni bi ene register ni there one de ma me no wa ko kan keke enye djuma wa me da so me to man.
Hello good afternoon
Good afternoon.
Pacho dini baby Africa
I'm only be the new baby.
I'm waiting papa it you
BIAMAH. Yo, but I did my son back on my career.
Grandma Sadia Bar. I am only in your cup, me and quite yet. As I will be a mental policy after by you. Anyway, it could be said, Uncle Fonko, if you went up and you were away, the data. Maybe I'm a quiet idea. Let me put you in and what I was able to do you. No, Bianco. Oh, I didn't know what yes, sir. Let me best my young by MAAME as well. You find it so. All sending a crama, I come in for the whole year. Now, you're shabby. This is what we are by the gym. We are the so and my yano. A big yomo. A bit of our quality and computer and pick it. Is that also about people by taking the other one for computer is more than my. Maybe you get the services. Of course, that was 1 year, 1.5 years. I said, no, friend, I'm taking computer and I'm taking them fire. I said, no, we are now. Yes, no. I'm not with them. I don't know. We are a better job. I know the it's the case. I say, yeah, mommy, you so cheap. What did I come by? Medasi.
Ben Someda CP. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. I want to say,
Namia Dumo, Yetio.
Okroman said,
You, Okromansa.
You, and some for security.
You am so.
You, Ghana card 177. Near the kind, nothing in fair, and can better sabi, and can 1 year, 15 years, 16, 17, 18, no, anyone for 80 wine, and I can almost pray, Ghana card you. As I say, me by no, some of my immediately, I did sorry, Emunwani, in Pichenia, Diania Salai, Equoya, and say, not a bit our Ghana. Sabre ni muno wantumi amomodi amadi sanka ne kada eho no so na ekemu kakra ana se ne bi so no woni a abani fa on mo se konkoye segma no se omo yi bebre efiu ma omo kotine fie anase omo tukwaya omo hwe omo tira kwan na omo ni omo data be omo de gas awodo na asa amanfo nfa enkanye ne bi so omo tire back anase se ebi omu wi adwuma no akatua bi na ka mu nti na mo adi adwuma no ena masa ne me nyina foso a efre se Dr. Atifa onhye na onye ni niam yiye na se eno na se di bato about 2024 dia ena se wosimu ntem onhye na on electoral commission no omunsimu ntem na omuntom peti na so omuye na se no ma ye na for card ni bebi aye yade a ena na omunkichem na omunsi.
Eda CP Okromansa Ediano no. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, BIAMAH Soja.
Hey, Aisha Papa.
BIAMAH Odi ya udo.
Eda se.
Uti mu ya udo papa.
Bibo di ne so ane binu ya.
You tell me see BIAMAH Timoni today.
Yeti Aisha.
Hey, BIAMAH Timo wako febe. Ye tacha dia na meni me ma BIAMAH ya yangu ntemo ya koda ho. Yakoda o ma de tin ye mini me buti ni na ma ye na ye BIAMAH me ba ku dia ma besinne ba ku dia nse si invalid nyani dia mba ina te ma ko tia ma kwa ye dia nsaka one find du fina confusion me by test free ni talk connection me by afa gana puka dia du fi ko mo bia mfa na ni ehu ye si enkoji police report BIAMAH police station ko ma kwa la so 50 cities ni ya ma ye Yakoya, Yakota like 3 days after the amount 3 meters and Koya Fabe Sanka View. If you are Wufu, Fata is all Jimmy Woodo. And so the chum is what if you obey. Oh, the old chum Navy Yanni, only the Navy, Mr. and the last Yanni, Media Michelle come within the Yanni.
That's Aisha. That's CP. Yabusia for her and the idea of costing in a Yadamo Ebesie, a walk and a so. was your for messages kakra ba me WhatsApp no eso nti ma mefa FM ansana ye de abawie kra na kwame ntwi e de we free new aplako and was Professor Tifa is a victim of political sabotage. I suspect the problem at the NIA is largely a political sabotage. There are some saboteurs within the NIA doing the bidding of their political paymasters who told Ghanaians not to register. Those saboteurs were recruited at the NIA between 2009 and 2016. Even if the SIM card registration is extended to 2032, the same problems will persist. Yo, I mean, you apply and they buy. Sir Clifford Edway every Clifford Mate Cole or also so any old front in Yansam Ketwa. And okay. At the end, FNI Hunonya de American Ewa Kanda Wunuso, actually a bad year for political discussions. Now, I'm a becking kind at the Mammo. Now, I say, Mammy, good afternoon. I'm Sir Rasmus from Atema. My wife has registered for a Ghana card last 2 years. Up to now, she hasn't got hers. We have been moving from one office to another. They just give us dates and offices to go for the card. I told my wife that we won't follow the Ghana card again. Honorable Islusu can't block our SIMs, or else we will send her to court. It and also so Ena Ode Abano. Okay. Yenya Ghana card main kind is here. Okay, my kind you know. Afi mami hey. Yay. Wafake new plan station. So happy birthday to New Patriotic Party. And now your birthday and that's it. Okay, and also so ewo Ghana card. My member a Facebook live and also so Wafake new plan station or the other say the NIA should be blamed for all that is happening. Or say Daniel Adosini and also Mami BIAMAH, I am surprised you are saying this. Why don't you blame Ghanaians who always delay in everything? I'm in Germany and came to Ghana last month and I'm able to do mine from Germany, Munich City. And no, Ediaba Francis ni Aite Tego. And also BIAMAH, I went for replacement this morning. I woke up as early as 3 a.m. after waiting for more than 5 hours. Luckily for me, my card was printed, but they said it's not working. So I should come in 2 weeks' time. Francis ni Aite okay, my kind what you know. On also minister nature say on extended date no ever freedom numa was say and was say lady good afternoon, I got mine. By the time I went to register, they told me the card has no data, so I should start another process. Hey Africa, no comments appeal to this Ghana card registration is like okay, me that's pa who am now ankasa why we no waka ede achre won ha na yede kana woni nyina yede mo esie ai me da obi bia with me freye e wo kana wuso no asipi ubedi ma yedo se kana 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 nese uwe esie kana uwe brother kana uwe kana nese uwe
Nobody can define corruption in their own terms. No, corruption is corruption. Whether bribe or giving, corruption. You don't go you don't go for an event and expecting the politician to give you money. It's bribe. It's corrupt. You have to get this straight in your head. Uko event, Nipana Mosca, Scar of the man for what reason? Lollifer. Nibano. We are a politician, so you have to know this. And you don't come and justify to me say bribe and giving. It's all corrupt attitude. You don't take it so that you'll be able to speak your mind freely. Because it's a as journalists, you've been compromised. You can't speak your mind. Because Minister Wimosika say, Chief Director Wimosika say, they are corrupt. It's a because of you're corrupt. You have to understand. We are corrupt because you don't go to an event and expect the host to give you money. Other now company no. They don't pay you. We are peace effort. We are whatever corporations now. I will call an event. They should have paid you. Why do you have to go to an event and expect the host to be giving you money? Why? And you can't tell me that a bribe and they're giving. They are all corrupt practices. Nobody does that. I catch us say journalists be over accusing be because of evidence be or you're corrupt because he knows what I'm talking about. Any journalist are over accusing of bribery, of any corrupt practices to be over person over evidence to be or no case mono busa sa obi na no can evidence be or corrupt because the making is an open secret. Gana ni be edim. Baby bi amboko bi mo pesika. Baby bi me ba Ghana kra me ba organize party kra. They come to my party, come and eat, drink, and fool around. Still, at the end of the party, they want money from me. What is that? Is it not corruption? In the case more corrupt, more corrupt, papa. Be a gentleman. Go to an event at your own expense. Go and cover the event, and then go back. You don't ask anybody for money. The very moment you ask for money, you are compromising yourself. That makes you very corrupt. And I'm on says, "Me corrupt. More evidence. More evidence. I'm a bad Ghana. Mama mo snap, mama makoko, mama mkusuya, mumudua. Baby ofri no, insurance da honom le bobodua. Ofri asantema mo ya de antoa. Ofri bruma mo ya de bochre wa bebodua. Ofri esrema pro ho. Ofri voter regional voter. Ofri nkranso de ane nyanya no river no. And you sharp. Kum sisi ya bebodua. Say onje bravo da. Bunyina me corrupt.
Who is killing Ghana? Who is killing Ghana? Who is killing Ghana? This is Nkrumah's Ghana. Equia Ghana. The blame for what Ghana has become falls on you and me. Not Rawlings, not Kofour, not MAAME, and definitely not the civil and human rights advocate Akufo-Addo. Our wickedness stinks to the high heavens as we go about our daily lives, pulling down everyone and everything to become rich. We import substandard Chinese products, fake drugs, and expired baby food unfit for human consumption, destroying the environment with galamsey aided by the Chinese. And we have the nerve to complain about leadership and governance. We even steal from widows, orphans, and refugees. We take their food and sell it for profit. No conscience, no fear of God. Nothing is sacred. No one is spared. Our politicians create lies to win power and manipulate the minds of the ignorant masses. Our architects, engineers, and contractors build substandard roads, schools, houses, hospitals, all for profit at the expense of human life. An invaluable item which all our profits and contracts some cannot buy. One would think this behavior is reserved for urchins, but it will surprise you that this is the character of many decent-looking people who appear to be normal, but are not any better than the Boko Haram members. They are church members, husbands, wives, and sadly youths. We pervert justice and pretend we do not know right from wrong just to serve our selfish interests. We loot the state and dump the booty in Dubai and Mauritius banks. Slave traders pale in comparison to what we do to ourselves today. We are wickedness personified. We take bribe and pay bribes to change judgment, to give what others don't deserve to them, receive what is not rightfully ours, to keep quiet whilst the innocent suffer, to deny those who deserve what is due them. So much hatred flows in our blood, and we transfer it to our children. It's evident in what we say and do. We have fasting and prayer sessions all year long, night vigils and deliverance, when the actual problem is us. We simply cannot learn to love others as the Bible says. It is me, and always me, only me. That is all that ever matters. It is sickening. Remember that God will not come from heaven to build our society for us. We can make our societies, communities, and nations heaven or hell. That power lies within us. We can blame no one for what has befallen us as a country. We watch and appear unconcerned whilst acts of injustice is perpetrated. Any Christian who cannot love has no business in politics, government, and in Ghana. Until we understand this, we will continue on this path of destruction. We litter around and so call on government to come and clean it for us. Others sleep with innocent children in the name of helping them in examination or getting jobs. I can change. You can change. We can change. They can change. The change starts with me and you hearing my voice. Let's all help change Ghana. Thank you.
I want to read from pages 233 to 233. And they talk about George's decision to enter politics and the battles and the advice that he ought not to enter politics. And it says from the last paragraph of page 223, says, when I decided to participate in active politics, someone who thought I was making a bad decision sent me what he called 10 reasons why politics was not good for me. To him, the things associated with active politics do not conform to my personality and my principles, and hence I should stay away from them. I reproduce his reasons just as he sent them to me. In politics, you must understand the following. 1, nobody has your interest. 2, everybody is chasing their interests. 3, dealing with politicians is like sleeping with tigers. You must always have your eyes wide open. 4, and this is one of my favorites. In any political equation, there's always someone being used. If you look around and you can't find that person, then it is you. 5, serving politicians is like a bandage on a wound. Once the wound is healed, your usefulness ends. 6, in politics, never will more than the bereaved. They will get the reward while you inherit their enemies. 7, in politics, in any event, if other interests conflict with your interests and you have to choose, always choose yours. Number 8, never cross oceans for politicians. You may drown. And it goes on and on. But then he concludes, and that is where the real lesson is. He says that as much as I understood the sentiments he raises in the above pointers, the question I ask myself is, if not me, then who? Whether we like it or not, democracy is what we have allocated to ourselves. We therefore need people to take an active interest in it. It is unfortunate that how some politicians have conducted themselves over the years has probably given credence to these sentiments expressed earlier. And George goes on to say that we need to change these sentiments. The people must have belief in the system of government because that is the only way true development can occur. I was motivated to contribute my part in making politics attractive to people like me, and indeed to all Ghanaians. And to the best of my ability, that is exactly what I've tried to do ever since I became part of frontline politics in Ghana. While contesting for the Utu Senya West parliamentary seat, I prepared and shared my message with the voters, a copy of which is found in Appendix 1. I'm working hard to live by that message, hopefully with God on my side. The journey has not been easy, as I have stated. Nonetheless, I'm still soldiering on. I came into politics with my integrity intact, and I intend to keep it as such. The sad thing, though, is keeping your integrity is one of the most difficult things to do in Ghanaian politics. While I strive hard to serve and execute my duties with the best of intentions, some people will do it.
Needs FM 100.9
The best station in the capital, Need FM.
Need FM Needs FM.
The best station in the capital, Need FM.
Needs.
The best station in the capital, Need FM.
We have for Needs 100.9 and was so a go out in the Sabre no me no abapa sima eduno NCR 226. Ye kwe ni mo an san some bebre and a go up no so ye ba abetuche na basa and sre o mai prosi adwuma ko no wo mo kire se Ghana Statistical Service survey ya wo mo eye no wo mo agitumu a enyeye essence wo mo gidie mapa bi se dia to o manfo adwene mu dada da frititi minim sa prosi for de o me corrupt a prosi for de o me corrupt and no and wo mo gina so a wo ye hwani research ya wo mo de ababontin na empanyimfo ni ekwaku ahodo a wo mo eko etie ketache prekanka ni dream emu ba ko ye Yira Vitus Azim anti-corruption crusader and na wo de to dwa say yenti amaka prekanka ni dream no aye nkrofo akono aye nkrofo se ase de ya wo mo ya wo mo hwe begu wo hwe ni fa nyina ne say yentwe obia so ewo ho ade achi ade asai ubehu ana auditor general e the report to aba afi bia auditor general e the report to ba ese aban adwuma ko wei ye hwehwe ni sika semu no sika we yada ne kwanta sika we yada ne kwanta wa wosi apani si obi da nti yentwe obia so nti ayi wo mo de edi yentwe obia so de ne obi ade ho behim aye bi Dr. Kwadwo Asante e wo CDD And also chess, oh, proceed forward here. Oh, yeah, there, Shamukon. Eshamukon, papa, said, yeah, almost you moon baby to Janus, Pepe, and it's a reality on the grounds, no, and no. I told you, sir, and Rashimijaya Parliament. And a woman etna Siena, Honorable Sarah Jossafo, Honorable Kennedy, and Japan, and Honorable Henry Cote. Woman and Semno, woman to me a aka. I woman de my privileges committee, so woman share and Kahua some near day. It and then no mobema final. Supreme Court also so the ababe to just say, Etia Ghana Mrasi Bemo be to me crata so on fan kodro. Sabi we a fool. Ye nimre bia, shase bia. Mra we emma abai dwuma ko bi se omma somasi obenten ekuo bi tumi krata asam mfanko do wiefo ibia ni honomo esa na ne ye bisa se amai bebre wo ma ye wi yi a chese wo ma ne do so po mu a mu di bi kwama no ne koton ne ade de bi ye nro ene ho kro ne ba wo mu nya sika firi mu ade na esi Ghana kwan a yensuso yentimi cultivate wi yi bi on a large scale. Na yenso yefa emo ye ho ebra atiase eti wei ene nsema hodo ena enne awie ye ba besini nyina sokoso na yetimi edi ho enkomo enne owura ye wasanita no political analyst obeba owura kwaku atasapo NPP Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer onoso ebeba ena Emmanuel Adote Alote NDC communications team member onoso eba beka ye ho na enne nkomo twetwe no yetimi ede ahyehye so bitwa me hotaw na mabasisia babepa na yeba abedi enkomo.
Who is killing Ghana? Who is killing Ghana? Who is killing Ghana? This is Nkrumah's Ghana. Equia Ghana. The blame for what Ghana has become falls on you and me. Not Rawlings, not Kufuor, not Mahama, and definitely not the civil and human rights advocate Akufo-Addo. Our wickedness stinks to the high heavens as we go about our daily lives, pulling down everyone and everything to become rich. We import substandard Chinese products, fake drugs, and expired baby food unfit for human consumption, destroying the environment with galamsey aided by the Chinese. And we have the nerve to complain about leadership and governance. We even steal from widows, orphans, and refugees. We take their food and sell it for profit. No conscience, no fear of God. Nothing is sacred. No one is spared. Our politicians create lies to win power and manipulate the minds of the ignorant masses. Our architects, engineers, and contractors build substandard roads, schools, houses, hospitals, all for profit at the expense of human life. An invaluable item which all our profits and contracts some cannot buy. One would think this behavior is reserved for urchins, but it will surprise you that this is the character of many decent looking people who appear to be normal but are not any better than the Boko Haram members. They are church members, husbands, wives, and sadly youths. We pervert justice and pretend we do not know right from wrong just to serve our selfish interests. We loot the state and dump the booty in Dubai and Mauritius banks. Slave traders pale in comparison to what we do to ourselves today. We are wickedness personified. We take bribe and pay bribes to change judgment, to give what others don't deserve to them, receive what is not rightfully ours, to keep quiet whilst the innocent suffer, to deny those who deserve what is due them. So much hatred flows in our blood, and we transfer it to our children. It's evident in what we say and do. We have fasting and prayer sessions all year long, night vigils and deliverance, when the actual problem is us. We simply cannot learn to love others as the Bible says. It is me, and always me, only me. That is all that ever matters. It is sickening. Remember that God will not come from heaven to build our society for us. We can make our societies, communities, and nations heaven or hell. That power lies within us. We can blame no one for what has befallen us as a country. We watch and appear unconcerned whilst acts of injustice is perpetrated. Any Christian who cannot love has no business in politics, government, and in Ghana. Until we understand this, we will continue on this path of destruction. We litter around and still call on government to come and clean it for us. Others sleep with innocent children in the name of helping them in examination or getting jobs. I can change. You can change. We can change. They can change. The change starts with me and you hearing my voice. Let's all help change Ghana. Thank you.
Station in the capital.
We are for and penny for Atena say Mr. Yawasanitan no political analyst waha and Minua Bema Kweku Atasapon NPP Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer or also so Abeka ye ho ewa say ye won e shase him say alote die alote adote definitely obeba at said on no waji late kama ye na aswa no we ye ne hwe a enye yi nti ye be fa ne saa data no ma kwa ba
Yoso.
Empom to say.
Me sure me.
There are there say. That's happen.
What's what pom to say?
Adum. Enya better na ideas we need to ya.
Great.
Na what mo na me ho shada nya me ye but so far as I better hand there to me say adwuma na ye be.
Right. Voice your voice Anna.
Yes.
Hello. I couldn't have gotten it wrong.
Yes. That's happen. Agwaba.
Utie oha extra punk no.
Agwaba.
Yana minua ba.
Bibi aboko de. Kuma sit say.
Ah oboko. Sena muja no sa na hotie.
Na me kuma se ba bia me shada kwa nim hon papa no.
Senya wonko onua no bi.
Ba yiri se bibi akoso kama kama. Ye de radio say. We dey yan say bre kra. Ghana Police Service. That no me sha safe so. Ghana Police Service. Enna yakwa akoye 7. Enyo bia na ye 7 is say Ghana Statistical Service. Government statisticians. Omo na kabom and omo aye 7. And omo di aba. 7 no omo chiche mu di so police for ni di kan. And immigration for twaso na omo ekeka ho nyina. Obi a percentage ya onya e wo san hwehwe. Omo di nyina. Police for tia asem. Yeah, but I'm saying to me, mad the process for and they are the most corrupt institution Ghana has said because there are other institutions one just say I say GSS for one when so those institutions no and rate one be it is a Ghana Police Service one be jatum pass one the most corrupt government institution nyadi be jatum because omukura mo ye survey no kura no mo so kura na say jetu omoto. There are other institutions so a wo mo anko ho anko ye hwehwemu a wo mo so ye hu say dream keta hye project kankan ekoso e wo honom. Anya bia na mi bi san say ya ready pass corruption ye beto ase.
I'm your mama that say. Once again on the voice no, I'm not surprised here for BIAMAH bro for there.
And you mean obi write up. Aha.
Yes.
Obi write up. I don't even know the person.
BIAMAH bro for there. We anke say ojira pulpit so. So ojira pulpit so. BIAMAH first of all, my mimi also question. Survey I see aba. Police for edikan. Woji tuma na say wonji ntu.
Me kan mi you know. Ejitum enyintum ejitum kire se dana e survey ne baaye no e be ye program e na me anso me ya me survey wa ha ene me college
na me wa ha bi
e be me se na oni
okay because course e be mo na remember say you noted them
ene na wa ha e hwe mu so police for ene di first e wo ho e be a make us a sample size. And secondly, I suppose if one more, a young kitten, but there are government institutions who are so much very heavy. Someone I say, and shut down Mumuti. I suppose if one or more, no.
You see, you're mechanic the last 10 one America. I'm highly against. And before that, my men share a TF1.
It's here for Johnson.
Now, men kinds of say serial callers, they need help. If still need help, nobody has attended to him. Announcement, gentleman of Mumuano.
Yes, you know.
But you see, I don't blame them. I blame FO and Co. for following that party for all this while. Nobody cares. If an opposition member, you lose such a person. But the one America, serial callers, 4 year within a short period of time in NPP. So NDC and NPP, take care of your serial. Teacher quote him. Fra. You be so say. At the end of your mom. That be said, be obedient and credit. Adaka crepo. Ebi adi omit me asam beto adaka no. What the emra asam na so. I am against the way a certain group of people, so-called think tanks and institutions.
When you're setting
government, mobile survey on corruption. Now, what can say police for ne decay? What are we trying to achieve? Is it to fight corruption? Is it to stem it down? And also to eliminate or eradicate corruption? These are the questions. In fact, this particular survey, a dear non-person again. BIAMAH, Mama shares from the president. The president is as corrupt as anybody in this country because, let me count with evidence that has been given by Onwankasana special prosecutor or appointed. And then I will link it to Yewura Martin Pegbunso Nasemo Bekaye. Our retraction doesn't mean, and that's what the patch doesn't mean says it has not stuck in our heads, right? We are president if you are. His appointees, they are all. President also or person fighting corruption. And yes, Antino appointed special prosecutor. I didn't see special prosecutor out. Yes, I didn't man to qualify. Special prosecutor by out the catch there say, "Yeah, man, man in Benajuma." To a point, proposing you inviting so a friend saying Jubilee House or wherever, and he knows as a lawyer say the Jumano doesn't demand. He is not supposed to be invited to people's homes or workplaces.
Oh, president or more appointment.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. He must work and report to you. And so when you are the report, not a person friend one. It must be something on idea or person or rather than idea. Who person who achieve the special prosecutor, the former one, stated it in it for us to understand. They say he was being manipulated. Again, on one case, what the on a report, STT categorically said the president is the mother serpent of corruption. Yewura Martin Pegbunso by out. Ebe can say the corruption syndicate in the at the president's no president no done. To the member president ne die nsi ha. Now, my mother point is so one person, I'm a fan and say, oh no, they are corrupt. Me, I have been corrupted before, and I have been corrupt before, or I am still corrupt. Let me use my own as an example. As an akropona, me proceed now. I answer me the sent. My first television, any mattress I'm a daso. I got it out of corruption. Maybe I'm a year Jumano. Microphone mensa na ye computers at all. That was 1999. And then performance buy or whatever invoices mo buy. As a matter of fact, back on the invoice not was through kakra a chain, one of them, but one was the most high. Second one, none idea was through kakra no. Yen your mom specs and so more yes and your penomo supplier. One of the person in the middle or no idea no was through kakra the second highest bidder no. Or no can I say me my supply or more. When me be share the profit in 50-50. I don't catch them. I don't catch them. So say he is going to supply me computers and any cloned. Now say you so and I say any technician or be bahu. Now so identify say a cloner. Young friend or the yesika be my. First one on your catch them say yenya na yen fast contract man. Third one now no dey work from kra no. On also catch there say obema me bibi, but because this guy state categorically say on no margin now onya no obema me 50%. I agreed. I convinced my boss, Italian lady, and your toffee second guy no. That time no 50 Ghana cedis yes kakitwa. And
maybe about 500,000.
Yes, 500,000. In the mekoto me first TV Samsung 250,000. That's 25 Ghana cedis. And now the car no so no me be koto me mattress. I was corrupt and I have been corrupted before. And probably in my line of duties I can be corrupted again. Now, so who your survey? Now you leave heads of institutions in the government machinery. Now we can say police for. And we actually anti had as Yamaya ni anya dianka. A health minister ko buye fast word with a Sputnik V. Right? Nkrofo omo corruption no a bomb my a man krofo wu health minister and I said the health sector. Na esika see the bo health no ho bra no. Munye nkrofo de da form na mo gi awo. The no bed syndrome. A police for the buy. Say ye ba engineering no manoma wo ye ya. I kwanya ye nye ni yiye. Dual carriage ya bo dewrat bo. A police for the say. Enye road minister na say ye. Yembisi and who say which of the ministers at the various sectors are on your corrupted. And don't know one person mo be kono. E kwanya say ye who sika ya hwe nyina through corruption. Back a kickbacks ne no manoma. Na police ni ogina kwan so. Who call me Chromo say, I'm not saying say I condone and connive, but I'm saying say, and I don't think say you Radam Paraka say they are out of the corruption net. Who call me Chromo say here? And I do the assume, and you see a damn papa be sequence to be police 40 move. A bre and a kata 4 pillars so now or motias a unumo or a yamo in CO2 no more chassis. These are the people the general public interact with them more than anybody. You will not see, say, road ministry or more so. No, it is the police that we meet. And let's take even the 1 city and 2 city away. 5 cities, 10 cities, 20 cities are the mono. I don't know because they are number 1 corrupt institution now. Now, the MAAME said we don't know what we are doing to this country. We are destroying the fabric of state institutions through this kind of useless service. In the sense, say, obey a foreigner or Ghana. Obabe investor already he has that mindset because this one is published on the net. He has that mindset say the police are corrupt and you can bribe them with money. Into that mindset no Oba he knows the institutions are omoya corrupt. Into so ye ni bibiana so ye ni haphazardly. The next plan of action say ebi a ye chi no kropa wate dada e won tim say police for corrupt. Into obetumi atwen ba question chance so. Na sa police no so an hye ne ho so a Obeji not because Ebia were too corrupt, but Obeji because the system makes it so. Exactly. Go to their barracks and go and see how many police barracks they are paving on nicely. How many police barracks now? Omo enough storage facility. Ubeko na omusuo, omusu. Esisi abontin. Fridge ni freezers. Esisi abontin. What is the condition of living in this country compared to a bankrupt for omo wia ye nan so still no? Omo a friend is saying, omo sisi den gugura mo obi ntumi ntram. Corruption ni bi ne say. Baby a ye load cars ahodo omo betwam ko Burkina and other areas. Enye police for the load you. Na metra ho so nkan me say police for jeja kwan so because the loading point no omo nim the capacity and the limiter as a car no in terms of height and everything, the tonnage. And now omo loadu and we feel ho atwam on the other point. Other point then police for a highway for no media I stand to be corrected though. Into what trouble no one we no bedroom quantin fino. Police is stopping na him or the kind of call. Just recently, your sister station came out with a news say police if I impounded Togolese or Benin or whatever car be. And what Tessano police station here. Can I see what the prosecutor here be BS or more than the court no? Can you see her? Obi amadi the appropriate authority as I say omo bananka ye be yika if you the court and I say omo ntumi nye nti personal police e ka say okay any nipa no me fa ne kanko because omo ayo de ombe ye bia nti kwan fifiri ho na wagina ka no e ho na obeka say me yi no magu fom and I say gira ha me ma wonko wa hwe ye kura sam crofo na omo fi sa no for Burkina for I'm not saying our northern part of Ghana but Burkina they can be so ruthless you understand Into who are the loading point? What jai car no manaba? As the loading point so weighing point so what jai na manaba? Police one me don fa car no so. This any pano or channel be say 10 Ghana 20 Ghana bia. Otilo on no kono. And the police ni so no. The 3,500 now with the man no. Ni TNT at the end of the month kropo echen 3,500 no. And that's what decide kropo say obedanti no be ko adwuma. Na say obeji esika 100 Ghana cedis ato fear. 3,500 no 3,000 echo dada. The mass school fees. There is no scheme. We don't pay for school fees because they see free education. But that 500 no, a bit me about the home bra. So the system makes all of us corrupt, just like the finance minister said. No, who delivered a speech, you know, say the system makes it such that every married man you cannot avoid but to have a girlfriend. And so what's that video? No, you understand? And yes, obi ya will so be conform. But society the money per air for. So I am saying, sir, you cannot continue to disgrace and denigrate the police institution consistently like that. Say they are number one, they are corrupt, they are corrupt. What are you seeking to achieve? That's serving idea now be. Idea now be. Are you going to now say police for corrupt intino? Who be your friends say public servants for say police need to kwanso omo no omo nkwana. What you need to do, resource the police administration as a government. Maomo come whatever cameras no na yensu sesia abefon normal urban no there are so many cars that we can fix cameras in them. This will reduce it. Now when you come to the engineering aspect say ade okano mo am na engineers we kwan so kwan nya na there be am report say circle ha over interchange na ya no wo fi Accra na wo sane aba Vodafone awia na bono ama na amomo ma ka obi anhwe wo gise buagum anase bibiasi ansa na ombe kai say obi kan ye nobody cares. Reflectors keke I de be tartar kwaso yenye police nya adwuma painting keke yenye paint ni kura pa one many pa kwa brand is cast on koto paint no eno so wo twa ho trobo. You understand? From the finance minister, all the ministers that we have go to parliament. Ghana yet said the SCIA because parliamentarians they are also all corrupt in the sense say projects are who say ko mo mantem esika ye vote mo yembi so say esika omu yusu ni yana manipa ba kompe omra me fa den sanche gem say ono de onye corrupt e wo parliament da and say onye corrupt as a government appointee da BIAMAH. It is high time that particular so-called survey to list the institutions that are corrupt. We already know. Don't bother us with those kind of things. It does not bring about development. Of course, if we are able to reduce corruption, a better development in the sense it's kind of a system, but put in place the mechanism that will tame people from prevent people from being corrupt. Rather than say a friend say survey, no on my list. Where you first, you shraj. You can say your name some corrupt. Ghana Statistical Service, can say your name some corrupt. One member should come out there and come and tell us, oh no, he has never been corrupted. Judiciary intention, omo can say your name some corrupt. Is that what I say? Say yes, I want. At the end of the day, no, foreign entities, no, they will never respect this country. And you don't forget, Page, Nisa, Bloomberg, no, they pick these statistics and these surveys across the globe. No more DIU almost survey. Until at the end of the day, target Ghana said Ghana is the most corrupt country. Of course, we know. We don't need somebody from foreign country to come and tell us what we need to do to ensure, say, first say institution be a yamos kasefa kwa yadi no. Ube use sikana wo adia yadi yakoma Public Accounts Committee. Ede na yehu ye. Omo ba ya tutu omo no sa na obi ya sorry to air is human. Ni ya no mo afis kada di. Consistently we waste man hour airtime we interview all these people say sky ya de bre no. And I didn't know afanye A what didn't know afanye B. Omo betutu papa so sa the Accounts Committee doesn't have any locals to get them to be prosecuted. You understand? I beg to differ with tagging the police with that kind of canker. We don't have to destroy our security institution. That's my view.
That's CP, Mr. Yasanitano, Anna, Hotel and Kana, Irakwaku, Ata Sapo, Kwaku. Ore Mami.
Mafakwanya Wisuna, Machiao, Machiawa T4, Machiawa Hefwa or social media. Na Machia me party pen for ne Machano for the first time.
Mr. Sanitano.
Yes. Sister. At the end of the room, you know, and say, Ghana in problems I win na it me can solutions nyina emom kwan a ebefa so asolve ade no na corruption nye nra na yɛka na enye nne na yɛka kyena ebesan aka mitie sapuamo sa right up na wo kan just like nipa nim ye haye nyina ye nim so ka corruption nipa na adwene ene nsusuye ene ye ne ena de aduru ba bia ye aduru aya na nkamre bia me pene se e ba se ya debate ne be yes e be na dispassionately devoid of politics na we na ye we na we ye we ya na adwene ne nye sister twe ba yebu onsa chi be ya oda enti se onsa yem de opa de akokotoko no yenye na bro udnua wo mu a ye ni nyawo ye be kra sabe ye de kasem kra no
corrupt
na hwese wa ba adwuma wo Peace FM how many years
metwam te
ya kan Peace FM nyina abom ni ahwe sika o boss ewo afi bonzo abusuafo start the wo maache
ene om de maache wo kotwa de kra wo ba bi na kasa obi nim sa ha na ye adwuma a price no be double de am
ohun se na etie Ghana ha obati so bi ka corruption asema next can na buy no wanya bi anya den eni on say ya de na ma ene ya ba betena but yan so nim sa de no enye o de he yes police for na nkrofo beka because number of buses a load of VIP station edikodu kumase tamale oboase de nipa ewom sita basa so oje 1 cedi nipa 60 na ede ehu na de ne de 1 on 1
ede
enti se oye survey na se perception yes nipa adwene meditum na wo wadwuma as sraje no cases sen na aba wanim a efa police for na mfise bia nko mo beko ebia law court no ma ko corruption cases nipa ko a se wo yes survey dia na wo ye ba wo share bi na bi Ghana ahwan pa na henfo pa na corrupt no ka police a na no mi wa so bi wi ade a sa police ni na akro na ye ko no ma na ye den eche no be ya nsesa yesuban ene nioma aye ya next year ye be sa be can the same thing okay public account and any 3 days na samia okuti ho enioma samia oku answer no esi ye no ni ho no nya director general they say you were deficit of 3 years
wow
public account in the ade no be ba no say we ye DC ya na MC ana minister woni ho no do aba be si wanan no na ya ba bi kura chief director no kura no onye de oni ho Ghana ha minister bi ansan check o na ya banjuma tie no minister bi ani ho san check chief director kura say kura de ade na ye no because of government system nintino from controller no anzo be ma advice pay ni passmesi account number so omo ya na controller ne Bank of Ghana ya den etua oka ba uya dia aban sesa won say chief director for ne be rich from say ne to spam because obia nim say we say no ne aban we nipa na adwam mi wa yi no ya de no ko baby Ghana nkwa no bi ya de nya ya transfer na me kira de obia di bone wo classroom no ya transfer na ne no ko office ana yi ni free school ba kum ya no ko different school just as ye punish nipa no I difficult am ba menya da ja tena China kakra we China ni bia ba ko gina ho na de Ghana ni ba ko gina na wo way on level of indiscipline China ni no bro Ghana ni no su bebre but because of systems obi asuro punishment intina nipa anya bone because nipa bia ye as corrupt as obia ba osuro se ye china ye bekuno be mate for kura no omo a momo kan omo na be kan o kan mama nkrofa mate oju sika no amisa na nsesa ase ne refi no afa driver will load from Accra to Amasaman odru domia osemagina adan a min ko biem oyi musi ano asa start amasa eno enye corruption DJ Ben wa man payo obebonyom oh madam oye program no ma ba no amfa sole anta ekira news no enko aye system aya ne yetene nyina hu zade no enye ko ye adwuma o baabi let no ba ya no ma respond obi frank say eh awenya skada am say o dey delay ebodila ne nipa no aye de no aba be hu ba me sum nim so oye ne ntam a ne nipa no ba appreciate de oye no aye de no ada wase me ma adwen no bo no so adwen no tina na ba nwuma bebre o let ko ha wa ni ekira oboa ye nyina ne yenye ba tun ze ya na kwa say political expediency obi ade nchen obi because corruption no ye one no be 20 am na me corrupt so ta say o ye one no be 20 asofo ebu nkrofo irenum dichi ni nyina ya de a ye nyina agitu sa de na enye de enye na institutions na eye sa research no omo ano mame omo twiro mu din wom
omo ye
ai shraj auditors payment bia ni wa because of ban institution ma internal auditor no ensanction thought I say payment bia pizza fema some systems na yet said they wa ban mu na untimi ntua obi ka bra auditor and certify say ade na go through all the process nti twaka na o de o akutimi agoga say obi ti say na o ti say yenyi na afi say ade ne nya e na enyom na boy ne kan da chi sen obi be ka fa ya that o say the kanfu emo maye bia den amaye ndi say ni wa ankwala no betimi aka kire say the kanfu mu mo na so mo betran akoka mo na wo yanim no bafo nye police ni nye councilor nye politician nye media nye ohene nye asase ba ko etimi toma ni passes obi anye obeya adwuma 4 years 5 years na unika wa fiefo onamfofo be boss boss na akoya adwuma we eni ehu de ndi se yenya den uwie nso a wanya bi oso ye corrupt udu level bi na wakwa so hotel we level we de me na eso ye pepe okoda pe yesi ye extravagant usiska eni esika na mudie se yenya den o man yenya den ase obi aye confused no ne nam ho because ne papa unze na anu ya mo tiem yenya resafo ojiri se onimse be resafo ne wofa ne bra ne nua ofredo so ga se yenya resafo yenu anum siria college no minister okono ope bibi ma no se ka oboni din chia no ene ye resafo ne resafo na obepene nti yen akwa se sade no ye benefit dia eye yem benefit dia enye obi ansantrofo tiem resafo wadanfo ni minister bia kasa bobolist abi na frim go the office on the minister ye but obi papa de odi bia enye de enye the way aye nyoma no distribution of nyoma enye equitably obi ye minister of say roads near ebia ne policy ni say obema kro bia 5 kilometers of road no oye ne sana ni kro mo 5 kilometers ni wie ne bia fi 6 walk no enya okwa o minister na ohwe akwa die so kwan so no yakwa ni kro mu kwan nyenyenyenyenye okwa ni kro kwan bebre anu asaba minister no position de ma no ni kro mu adwuma nko no de say yenya den na central fonso musumu gina fa na musoma no atwinse me ba na aka Ghana card asem hey sister ezo tieti break he no kura wom ni say
be ba Ghana card ho asem say ye ka no
dentia rush ne say dentia abasa ne say yen subana America no mimi kuro me Ghana card ni refim pankrofo cho depacho your card otena ho ebe ka 3 days no be kona la na tententen
ya maya who period ko see that.
You started Ghana card 3 years new. You started 2 years new.
Me you started here no 2020 you started here right. You started and me mentality you say you dey ko tutu. Because of rush I mean, say ya dear, yeah, extend ya. Ya man ya who period say bia. Ya the 6 months ya they register.
But madam have from baby I'm at any minimum. One day, so we mobile phone. We are man for the boom for pa.
No correct.
Ube preach say.
No, but even as we sit here, say be more I register on my SIM card. But yeah, the SIM card that's about.
No, tie. There are no day born and register. And now him. Omo any telcos no susu ye adwuma ne telcos na mu. Sister ko circle onya for chepa register.
Anya.
Boss, and I make an oko China na pe chepa. Na ka 2 days omo ton ma da. What the old passport? Ebeko ni aton chip na den ama. Aha de obedru cycle no bi kura piki. Na chip da ho. Owura na phone abo pepepepe credit we o pewia no ayi so ya register.
Stop selling those chips.
Yes. And
I register so
for a collective effort.
Yes.
Because me bank kura aka se me no me adwuma. Afe obama me 30% am no nya adwuma. Because we say economy no intimi sustain this ade. But obi o ha no afre ayi onuoma na scanner ka se send aba no ema hwofon say 10 million bi aba no akohwe. Osia aba ha profona send this scan man say 200 netimi ko yi 10 no no akotua opa de dodo no de
no wa won say wonya adwuma bi ato that.
Intia no corruption no and also can be no bi benya wa
there. What about those are almost registered that? Up to now, according to NIA, there are thousands and thousands of cars are piling up.
Then NIA for no. Peter men ka bi ma omo.
Because
omo kra na sam omo.
Yes kwa ha. Enti ne pa no kwa okoje card no, why you confused? Onim baby a eso okokoje ne card.
Card we. O hweso a. Baby a register a center no. Also. In this system moya at least ubetimi assign nkrofo. No more the numbers no. Achicha de numa. I say you lazy, madam. You lazy.
So omo register, omo capture the pani data. O see GPS addresses at the end.
So
moji ni pani telephone.
And no crowd there. GPS no can be because of you are call Ghana for as usual. Or call near be register no visa no be hindrance. Bet me bisa remember say crowd GPS address be na there because wasala ya che. When you see be sign no. No agene there. But a bio data. Okay, unya o card bia be center ha. Fansa ku see fidie no so. Information ba ye betimi a kire center. O card no wo ne bia me ho be 2 months. Na cards ne guo no, mo de achicha ko various and dem send him say. Time mo register dodo ni we na e bi de ka mu. Almost ba all the districts.
Yeah.
At the cards no buy at the van benenam ya announcement I say wa register bia oje me na di my friends district registration officer me man baby tena o me fie cards our san return ko Kumase was more than 300 within Agogo town. Wow. In just say yeah no yemfa dia because your visa assemba ye fa fun frem a madam and I Ghana can na nipa bebre nya mo be the news.
Yes an ekono.
Enya mo na enya mo station we ne yeka ye ni abre ko media marketing ka se monto na mrem monto na nya den na mrem no anti ye me feel say asoman ya adwene ni ye ade bia epese ye bia betimi aye ni ye one because card no eso on fa so ba me no ya adwene say there is no need say you better rush yourself into it but 2 years no so enough to register any 30 million. What do I say? 2 years no enough to register.
According to NIA, normal register 30.
No. What I'm saying is, so far target no is normal register 17 point something million. What do I say? But no panobi analysis the phone cards are our system. Me more cheap for because me register me bad there. I shall must say. If you can me register, me no be there. I shall me must because me say me monitor and your my then. Oh yeah. In this me di number 5 I mean kwam di number 5 and no nkyere say there 46,000 chips e wa bonten na say no aha enti na sweetheart jen Ghana for no e ma 10 years ko bi nye agese nipa na kwa ho kirem nti ne baby o say ahokyere ni wa anyansa suanya den eni ho the nipa na nko bank am yanga say osika no yenyi ma ho wa hwe card no nye agisa so hwe ye be nyina nye ye be nyina ma ye bone esoso na ye wo kasa bidwa atoa the police for Ghana ha pa sweetheart utukwa hana ukwa ebona hana godwa atoa no obedru fie ne do be la ba ho say wa cross so
unyo bia bo na nna kasa wakasa uko
o dia say a passport fine obi di be yi ntimi nye but yeah ma cameras na chew and our car no ye register attached to your Ghana card with your GPS address and a link to your bank account and you can just say o cross say traffic no ya charge you be at 10 cedis unto you cannot access your bank account and nipa be steady ade aye difficult ni say ye human face na and the corruption no be ba either esin chen. I was privileged to be part of the organizing committee 6 months neo kumase no.
Okay.
And I was a security for no. I just some case one chew. Boss, I just say Ghana police. I just walk as on chew. I'm telling you say sa camera says we dey so kwan bia so bia nipa ne den. Intimesre. And we akofa we and we discard do and we na corrupt. And wa mu so jitum say so ye corrupt. Ye be ne den. Den e be no ye betumi aka say ye ni say na be ye anamon ben.
And no one amontu and I said no any me next year me de ebueremo aba Mr. Sanita no. SSC e she papa ben and na as oman e was say digu kwam to fight this cancer.
Yeah, set up no. The institutional setups ni nyina from chieftaincy whatever ni nyina eye problem nti ubehu se ohene ankasa kura asase obeton different times because asase no is vested in the chiefs no normal the land tenure system no eye nti they have control over yensase no so nyɛ te say abroche America aban e besi dan no wakope bi atram ha no entesa nti ahemfo eye corrupt in that area. And they allow themselves also to be manipulated by politicians. Pastors are corrupt. They use the pulpit to use pulpit no inducing for doctorate to yisika unnecessarily. We are no free one. The family Attorney General's Department, the report about out. The car in a particular year. Why na yedna kotum? A dear system they put in place. Who call a friend saying politicians yaw, ne heads of institutions, ne government institutions. So more call workshops. Instead of say be or move me fasa piece FM ha boardroom or hand almost there be a percentage. No more than no one. I could say per agigi per diems ashobo. Nina is a form of corruption. Your port and harbors. Into the mitigating factors now so they go in place. Who no sector by sector. Into say a chieftaincy institutions no regarding lands. Yenye bibi emfa ye land tenure system no. Na yenshe mrakiti se ohene obeton asasi A no say ton de say asasi A na ma Mr. B no. Ye chiwa anya de be jaw. Eye the unavailability of the enforcement were your loss no ehun enema de ekoso nyina ekoso. Uko various lorry stations. Receipt ya print book booklet say na numbers one who ayetete no. On say first na to no mai no. Yetete sa small ibi. Eno anka se kropo. Abrani to be ko print ne de. No they are very replace the a system now be put it in place to ensure say we be check this no. I am saying simply say the CNO ye wo a different world altogether. Technology has made itself available to anything to be either continued or stopped. This year, a stop corruption in our various institutions. Ye making sure say that technology now for use or man so I the best of benchmarks no. Ye for the same thing emra ye memha. I remember a typical example of baby America technology. Sure, planting for food and jobs. Opening launch here and any manifesto mukromo. At least we felt say it's a good idea. And yet, I don't have a video echo viral say, Bayre Abua, egunu ho ana yenya baby fama yenya atofo bayira nso no there was so many ways betumi adane bayira ni there was so many ways betumi add value to it nti anka we implement a policy of that nature no na akuyafo na wode won bedili no you don't just give them fertilizer ni seed say monko plant it without bringing in machines na add value to it no it is the same within our system ukọ adwuma mu a clocking system ewo ho ana na ye clock so a enekro pro bitumi fa kire biti say clocking system no obema obi as oba clock no we say free no okọ the first day you yes attendance book no nti nipa eye bad nipa nti so ye hyemra so wan hyemra nipa da se yankopon kora hyemra obo ayi asas esro ni asas na obo ayi so omo say Adam ni if ni ebo mo first so okay kan de na nkrofo de bi hye baabi right Dabi na Cain fa no ho ware na yire no oye na de na yankopon tiatia no na o say o di ni tribom say so kwa aro ade nso na ni maame ne papa pe e no mo mienu pe na ewo nti em de ade na I confused nti ba de make an say that system is you put in place no before say would him say nipa yankopon hyemra no wo hyemra say we mundi ba we de mani ndi eyamra nti wo mudi ya no so anoma basa ba e de no ka wo say because mama abo we adada mu nti wo na obekaw
yeah
wo na obebo no so nya wo obekaw ni nyina eyamra ba ya to ni nyina gu enna sectors no ye di dream no we don't put any mechanism to as it were to tame it. Sure, there's this guy we're gonna with Maya. Our year various year. I watched one of his videos on YouTube. Now, because of video now, why efa Rwanda hunintino. Obim America. Or more to completely or more better your friend is saying Rwanda. A die or more $170,000. 4 bedrooms abansu kese pa. Uba Ghana ha. For the same 4 bedrooms, you catch say $1.5 million. A bit the year list cry about $320,000. And the Obeyan the cheapest you cry $120,000. You understand? All those sectors, no corruption, but there must be laws that will prevent them from inflating prices. Other cement out you know, this is our bedroom. I will turn $120,000. I will be so $500,000. Are you the same cement?
You share almost that. You two cement.
No, almost two a demo. You see, so the system is not there to prevent all these things. And we can learn this thing from them. Benchmarks, right? So go to for instance, Rwanda. Now you go say, "Nti yadi na mutume ye man krofo." Enne de na omoye dada no omonye bi. Eno ni asema. Hwe aya na omo kan child labor. Omo aka saa omo dey impose on Africans sama ye ma no they are not taking our instructions anymore. Let me tell you. Kwasi broni wo ne ba. Enne ye wa ma no iPad. Akola no betra iPad no wo nyina iPad. Wo be wie no na adwen technology nko a. Na otumi tra iPad e bi kro potom tra ho sa na wo twa hwe. Eno ye child labor. You are akola na adwen so de be wi ase be no. What can exactly? You understand? When we na yenke but omo manage I am forcing it on last say me ba when ya best 12 years. Onko jam from a child labor. And now awofo bia person back school. Until there's no way awofo be can say anka obema ne ba atrefi. E bia na sika ni hontra but even sika ho no one day was ko boa from and mostly obeka Saturdays ko jam we from wo si child labor me fa kola ne nko. Fishing yesuya. You understand? But the way I hear we went about it by selling children. I know it's out of order. But bibia no sha se if we nkoda bremu a wotumi hu ni yie. You understand? Adware wo nsuo no ma. Abrofo no from nkola bremu nsuo ni nyina. By ye ha no kropo nsuo bu around no ye nsuo bro no swimming pool no be no kire ne bad. So I'm simply saying sir, there are mechanisms to check every sector corruption war. And those things we can learn it from outside. They are there. So once we want to develop and improve our lives, no, and who here say you best see fiamra. Kwame Nkrumah bechichire o man Osman Nkrofo mo ko a friend saying Germany, US, and Russia. That mo bete young pioneers no. Na o say omo nkohwe de omo ye ho no na yam blend until he used the American system and the German system and they build a young pioneer. A young pioneer was doing so much. You understand? Until once we are not learning from best. We are not benchmarking from other countries, and AKWAFO more jump in terms of advancement. No, we continue to be like this because the way forward now to check corruption is technology. And for me, I am glad with Dr. Baumia's digitization. I had a big benefit in the future. Sure. But the way we are going about is better than 1,000 churches. I didn't say some, but in all, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Say in the near future, no, we will be able to ensure best time some of these things down. For instance, the cameras are run. We all see them. If the cameras will be utilized, now say a chime. And I say, trap me picture. Now my car registration number and you're correct. And name chassis number and tally. Now you make call na say bia, baby I make police now you na said you. You the make court. Now say court ma ko me lawyer be. Now you so want to charge me. I police na ye on the camera no watch him. And I say assume say ade a we ye. We cheat near do court. Now say lawyer ni ko gina ho na say ko hu obi na ye yi me fi ho. Say the police no aye. Until we should learn from other best practices and come and implement it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yasanita. No, Eddie, and no, Mr. Tasabo. Yeah, a bit too assumed.
Magic, digitization, and the Ghana card. Because this asase, otwasase, a link to your card. Ubia kwa asase no register in ye. And obinya kwa branete Lands Commission. Ukura register assassin, no say EFI system. No register for Friday. I'm not could do court. If you say send a medical can. Say to me, sa digitization, Ghana card. Ni yano ye ya. System now will try to check itself. Now dear woman say. They say, Mamia say, Papa say, Eba say, Akura no ba no ye den.
Yes, what's that?
Ya be any day. Me call primary school. Na me school ya primary school. Ba na compulsory say Sunday me call Sunday school. Me wan quest day. Me kwa sorry Saturday a school nti Sunday esam sa kwa sorry. Enne opa try. Opa ma mission school bin try. We be far from Africa to say how dare you. What do I say, senior? Corporal punishment. Then Tina na usro teacher be. O trans na asese wa brabo mu a. O teacher be o ma wo ye de o ye sese no. Na say no bo papa nti school na mpenasem. But then o a hero e wa brabo. E na ko baba na maame ni nua no ma sa school ni kura timi ka teacher ni say wo metwa squad aye den amount. Na ekoso na nipa no dey etete sensam na societal pressure do that so be chira de and obi adwuma na ogi 2,000 cedis a month for 15 years sika ni nyina kan bo ma 360,000 Ghana cedis we were pursue 3-bedroom house and the value about 300,000 and okra wa wasina we use materials and van say economical. Meanwhile, we had 15 years na si dan a parent unuamu onamfo for best start am pressure. Ba ko broni kroma plot to ton kana dwendwen ho. Cement ton kana dwendwen ho. Oda so e ba ko to single room self contained. O ware our hand chamber ho. O wa our hand 2-bedroom not him. E dan not him no power gym mortgage 30 years. No trying kakra be na dia. Owie no so mpe no o jema ko ba bi fofra no bi so abeto no so ayeden abetenem aha dira for crasta bi omo de aba aha dan November na ya aso a opeso giska no a month before November no into obetena fi 12 years na so ajo 1 years sky dey free George no madwe na free akọ November October no assign agreement paper na October afi no atiso aba September ta no me na kroma de ejai mama ha na menim
na me da bia metai kan ayi bi say say your system no any wire say bia obi reasons here bi no mo corrupt and say omo involve himself in corrupt deals e bia odikosi dan odikotoka odikotua fees ne sa na ema no say ye put your system no in place well Nanka aban na etu ya free senior high school abai abai provide accommodation the amount it is wonu ya no mo se wo maame mo se ho ahwan obia wo ne saso ne na accommodation na obia medan se wo besi dan ma ye ana bibia te sa wo ye corrupt no dia
sweetheart e value a de to bibia so free SHS aban ka kire parent bia se so ba ko school akọ commercial bank or this kana wa fa ko tua wo school a kombe value free SHS na a chance akora na ko school na hwe nya den enim so the way a school call I simple no parents be brave refer first no be ntuma den eton and they say akoy o ma dwen say e aban responsibility say obehwe omuma na ya den ama om opa ma ban provide accommodation dan no kura ho ye fin na wo ka say nipa no empenti a ompenti wonu de ntia wo akwan problem bebree expansion of new sites asase na yeton no omo eton asase no ka no eto sen no mutua wa asase no de ma ban ba ho se aban ni maame na aban ni papa na oya beto abatia wonti no e man crofo kwan because baby betimi baby catch up say develop ya within 10 years na develop more than 2 kilometers square. That 2 kilometers square no adjoining roads ni nyina obi epekwan papa de adan e de akonifi. Even Kromakra, how many people no mo see odan a omaye drains e wo mo dan na no so fi we fi ana bebo ma fi fi a obi atwan wan obi atwan aban.
Sisi ama men ka me bencho. Uko ofa cable and wireless.
Akoma.
Ghana water omo dan no. More painting blue and white. I am who saw motor painting. Now out ya taho inner city road on my fine. But omo wall just about 2 feet now wall no back one. Yeah, in foot rock pa. Omo recently and do bosom me no me and sakra. Inside no omo pavement blocks everywhere. But sa one nsuo pa e bogu won ho man ye no e wo hosa moja no and then ansam say painter ni am say ade a wo ye why jiska keke because ade no nsuo to a be say bogu won no before so na wo pave inside na ka wo pave ho na ye de mran so ba anka obia ni fie anim once wotumi esi fie no pave anim ho anka ye nyina ye boa na anka efi mfitse ye boa ma ya eliminate
boss na no ya sick clean your frontage ewura akra da ho no de fa no eno kra obi aso mfa the way I adwuna ye aban
onye ni say democracy na ambema ya adwene na ayesa because the kaisa first no ye kwasafu
soja bebo
yes
soja bebo
ya wo ba ya bakwa na sabe wankure emu ayi fia tanka se
yes
say problem I want to say you mean distinguish between human right and what is right.
Yes. That's true.
Efi emayade. Into be be sure say the hunia. And as God don circulate from cry, so because yare na yewa oba ban ka obetumi asan so de yare na de asan obi. And na nyina so ko betwa corruption ye. Me efie bi to me fie so omo saman. Ka chin pa sa me manen saman. Intia me manen saman no say efie a wo trade code wo akọ saman the whole fin kura chen do saman no because onimobi ye den e ofie. Enti sa whom you know madam funie menua nie nana kodwa to ani wie no e ha ya adwen ye fisa sam ne baabi abedru no ni nyina anya oba apama aban bi mref sie onga se cycle I choked wow trying to do pavement to be a 2 nyankofa soldiers e make clear the next 2 minutes when the media for the bank krokrom pa de media for and as I be la to obi anko krom do be da akoka
yes
no like who say ade no o clear the surface on me decongestion okuma say I know MPP lost election 208 Ashanti because the then KMA mayor Madam Patricia Piejeno wanted to do what is right. And to any police who pack it wrong and na omo be police phone driver na mo say police phone omo yam den chia na omo che omo gu kufo aban no e de beto abetem ampa
Yes, I can't. You phone guys, almost right even the wrongs in the crown. The people do not want. Meda Sipi, I for me 19 was so good with you in the 100.9 FM. Albert Sapon and was hey, baby, I feel the attitude fan there. Chris Pofufu and was Hure MPP, the greatest elephant party is 30 years today. We will surely break the 8 come 2024. And Kuma Foster and what do we have Achim Ayurebi and was we can have better economic impact and better living when the government invests massively in agriculture. And also the Abba. Mame share WhatsApp messages no so kakra mo de aba na fi me fa kakra efri honomo enko na yenko yen enim na den na de ne pese obudi chi fa me swim I say BIAMAH, everybody in Ghana talks about corruption as if it is practiced by people from mass. People talk about the police being corrupt, but who corrupts the police? People drive recklessly without license and commit all sorts of motoring offenses. It is all premeditated and they do not care because they know they can get away with it. And they do so because they can bribe the police. They are lamentable. All of you go to church. The more church, the more you people pray, the more wrong you do. The reason you believe you do wrong and pray to God, you would be forgiven. Now tell me whether God has forgiven Ghana. Okay, and also so mistake anyway for Sumadreji. The CDD corruption survey is just a confirmation of how corrupt the Nanado-led government is. Dr. Baumia has chosen Ghana card over interchanges and Nanado has also chosen National Cathedral over the unprecedented economic hardships Ghanaians are going through. Confusion, incompetence, inconsistencies. And Ishraba and Nel Kashama constituency. On a more serious note, this government led by President AKWAFO has done marvelously well in all sectors. I don't think any government can match its policies and achievement. Long live Ghana, long live MPP, breaking the 8th movement. And I almost saw Eddie Abano. No one the act builder. When we were doing voters ID, that my younger brother did his national ID card, but he hasn't gotten it. But I went to Bembela to do mine and had it in 2 days. I even came that same day, and the next day the NIA officer there, who I gave my number, called me that it was ready. So I signed my signature and sent to him a WhatsApp, and he gave it to my brother to bring it to me. It was very simple. Okay. And okay, my memra has said Genesis 2:6-12, and God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh and had corrupted has way upon the earth. May corruption, dear, if it regards to Mr. Abuachi Ejako, our next president of the Republic of Ghana, or also so Edia or dear Abba, I don't know. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. Please tell Honorable Atufo saying that he should stop deceiving himself and his NDC party members that the descendant Ghanaians will vote for him and his desperate former president. Tell him that he shouldn't tickle himself and laugh as if he is still living in a fool's paradise. Emmanuel Kwaku Yamwa Edia or also so Edia Bab and no. My main quay Enoch Edway for Samankese. Enoch say, I always feel ashamed whenever I hear the MPP saying the economy is better than that of the NDC. How much was the price of gallon of fuel under the NDC and today? How much was the price of a bag of cement under the NDC and today? NPP, how do you take Ghanaians for? MPP, never again. My regards to Madi Jibril, Honorable Shirley, Nana Ose Ampemen Chairman Ibrahim Sunday of Asamankese. Enoch, the way for Asamankese, or the by Mamefa Eric Okubwediti. And sorry, so patriotic voices became. I'm pleading with His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo to sack Honorable Adwoa Safo. Regards to Mr. Kwabena Abankwa. Yeboa, where some of the messages are, but they are bad. Yetwa and Komono eso. Right now, Parliament determined the fate of Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo, Honorable Kenneth Japon, and Honorable Henry Korte. Omu determined Omu fate. Omu nyina absent Omu from Parliament for 15 days. Mr. Oma seeking for permission. And Yama may address our so there. Not something different. Tatano.
So, somebody a big training.
No, I am right.
I
don't know.
You better no more. I think
what they tell mommy.
They tell
in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, Dawson. Yeah, honorables, yeah. Omunim emrano na omubuso no. Even if you are sick, no matter what, notifying Parliament is the right thing.
So what?
Exactly. What do you post? Ebi awa yale putu na ebi a what the fear bear say 6 days, 7 days. What shall baby said the identity no. And yeah, dear, by 15 days now what to? Just write a letter and let your special aid send it to.
Or let your even doctor give you an excuse.
Exactly. So for them to have blatantly disregard the laws of Mwankasa Mwasheno, as a film. But Obian who said, Ora Harry Cottage now Parliament. Now so who the answer say we also we are Kitwa to subdemity. Na yeah, honorable you also Casa number 1. Honorable Kennedy Paul. Wa Mahwa, and so she said also who they are. Deliberately they flouted the laws. And I feel say they must punish them for that. Say, Jao Mupe. Atiafaso, I don't know. Because it means that I'm sure, sir, we have had several precedents. They must be punished for them to understand, say, they cannot take Parliament for granted. But with Mami Sarah Joseph, one of the better than to me, because also I'm paying him. Into me, no nominum secret in here, Mammy, or my that they are a good way. Media declaring a friend saying, Dom Kwabenya vacant. No. It's long overdue. You understand? There's no other solution or punishment that would be better than declaring Dom Kobenya as vacant. Nothing so. I can treat taxpayers' money. I did 300 and also I say a bank won't be no can. Either so be na refund with interest. You're very happy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tano.
Mami, on say partisan politics. And shut down why, sir. Because my Juma crowd parliament, name Pia Juma. And yet partisan politics are. I deal with Abian Kadwasa for the another exceptional. But they say no. I quite say me we and many political dividend into many. Now we assume who pajamas are mupia one no abeka. So them there. I mean they are just yes. Me there are yama me adwasa was in near by adwasa. Yes, now me cry me sympathy man. But I say because I say or the constituents in a leniency to be their weakness. I'm telling you, the me or my constituency. Oh, be uncle called that. Me nim send him run it here. The constituency now bit me a trigger. Then you don't call it. The constituency, my liberal. Yempo biem because until me can't just buy it. And now one mu yare. We are. I got TikTok. No, I got science Ethiopia. We are no because I would play me for Woody. No, who say? No, I who say? Did you honor man? Oh yeah, what's in the parkuma? Who's in the pub for? Now, uncle, they say, so now we need in cry. When you're din, na biza penejo kumuka. Asi biza say, okoya no dia na ne ka fa din papa na say edin bone. The politics abe Ghana nyina ultimate rise here a deputy majority leader. So obi wan hiu. Say minimo. So officer di obi di aye na ye oya say odi ni nyina aje agu. Obi en obefa serious bi. Me dey ade na che. The people of Dom Kwabenya should rise up. They should rise up because assembly member cry on Crawford to me passive vote of no confidence. Oh. But a bar say no. And this is for now start here and I just have a quick cram to me anyway.
Oh, can be manos.
No, and I make us say I start first, no. A fair yeah trigger rano. Oh, David Muntimin and I saw there was 15 days. When you go down for me now. I mean what is this? They say parliament there. Sabbe, can you crank you? No, and say I quite say numbers in Intino. the opposition ade no be bo man kra na mo political benefit me catch madam for NDC ni say ma hwe ya mo be ya be do time bi no Ghana for be ka say oho because when chairman bi na kan say the be catch say oho a eso ye careful because why back yes why ade why back afo ye bi ma oho na sa ade abro sunti ade no nipa na oyama no kra Ghana obia ni wa o the punishment to ho adwa asafo ene de Japan honorable Henry Kote o ma punishment ni yese ma obia mpene obia no obepene nti ade de wo ya no ahwe se ade na wo ye no se na basrefo anyum no ka no o se hwe se ade na wo ye na be so nyame ani nkrofo na wo di om so no hwe se ade na wo ye no e be bo mo ana eno ne se wo ye politics na politics awo ya de me party be kan de we be kan kwa na wo ye wanum sa de ne nye ba party si me penti na wo ye no de I beg to differ.
That CP Mr. Koku ata sapon e de no. Afa finally on the way no Supreme Court to say unconstitutional. See a background will be license say yama license kona ko do wiefo kona ko ye wi cultivate wi in a larger quantity near the impono kakra bi kwa ye hu onkofo enfom e wa ha no etwa jato na no TV source social media so ena me hu ba akwa no ya kotwa jatum ahye wiefo no ene ehonko ne ba ene ade a ena bibisa say na enye sika ne ya tugu anase Mr. Sapo wana me dey say also enye sika ena ya tugu no ana said the uncofo benefit from cultivation of this cannabis no enye huni
ye nim de pepper
no
ana se menti ase o ne enka no kore be na gato ni ho
bia
rubia ni Ghana ha gato ni ho gato de ne ho
in other countries
no me mako Czech Republic shop kroma sanso sei omoton ni cream omoton de yanuma bebre na mtaati say chairman general ka ho asem promote na menim nipa no court no de na okosiki because as we sit here
because me can say omo ya amendment and I thought say bia omo IG to mu say intermediate in large quantities for export as and I was making inquiries
sweetheart adia president bia be suru so obeye me can say na Ghana tie no yemfa ne say ya yemra parliament ya jatum say yentimi no we in large quantities na ya export to emra wo ho emma nipa enye basabasa na his excellency na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo akofa pen na wa sign say wa gye atum ade chance am je mfi beka de mi wa onimpa sa de na be de ebeboaye yedua koko ana ade no so no ba bi ebeto bi afifi o
sa de tie no
ati say tomatoes ba bi ebeto bi afifi because Nkrofo be ye adwuma bi mam na say no me bi o ena ba bi ana o motena ye no enso to afi afifi o be me kra na menim ti boy ba no say ade na afifi o ha be breze na me say ne Dr. Guno China police for Bama say call deputy organizer plot so no. You feel say you nim dey penny asisika na ye pa. Na sisika be ye mfa mra emma nipa enye mfa mra ni ho kra nkrof. Asofo ye, politicians ye, media for ye, rasta for ye, driver for ye, mate for ye. Obi aye. Enti yen hwe say ade a dangerous ene sa ade bi nye na yenye ni open ama ni pen hu ade we enye na emu cigarette dia ton ba auto ya tron say poison unum say smoking in Ghana reduce tremendously pa personal fashion we share pani bia na by say obi anoma o de tete
youth no adane ni ene sa na ma
e sha de ma na ja ta monias muna mutanu mema ntampe mana enum pa ene onu amanum omfa nya hwe tani omani nyina no abafom ntimi fi se ade no ye bie mu kra na unum bi kra nkrofo nim so unum bi kra na omo no nya fa na we na emra tare ho no ida so be ko ghetto ana obepe dan moto bi ana obepe bush ba bi oyewi a pepe film kama bi owi awawie no atiesim no okọ mesre the feel say betimi ama high foreign exchange omonye analysis no famra ni ehwe ni ehu mra ye be sha ebeye party ni menu nyina na eja go ja ba ko se ba ko nya se ba ko be we ni political power there na se party ni obi anum je to abeyi assemblyman ye to abeyi DC a eye anzo ba ko lead ye ya anya yie ni nyina hwe se Ghana scan ye pede a chichiro man na ye nye na emphasica because see ade na num say the Supreme Court be ba to agu kire say ye mra na wo ho no en support so ade na Supreme Court adwuma a omoye enye common sense no mo chire mo omo kire mra na wo ho no ye mra ne se untimi nye ze si aye na mra no parliament a untimi nye nya da akọ Supreme Court be support o ba mesre say ade no ade achaman general astart oye incubator ya som to start we ya yemo ano na enimu na fe ntimi ma say Ghana enye ska wom ye de bia ye okwan no amegyina ho anka say okwan nye
that's it is that ando brem
antama e de ohun mesi afem ema na anase Africa ye wo act bi abrofo di best sense ye come say yen ratify na say yen sign the friend money laundering and if be dirty money or whatever it is ambiama there's no dirty money anywhere. Where? Money laundering no mo kan no e yade omodi abe sensan ye kon so say esika pudu ewo omomamu omo mpese investors de be ba ha ambiama meti hey na say ebi a minimum obi a ope oil ato crude oil na matumi LED anase my mediator na wanya saa oil na so wa ma mesika pudu obi as percentage na akotom account mu na friend bi sam nam say me fi asoma si na de ma me through so and so ade na mo beta ge me say me nya adwuma da na so and so an kan crofo ye billionaires in this country na ya the Africa e den na ya ma brofo no say mineral resource or natural resource pillaging and no so no say mo ba ha mo be fa ye raw no mana and also a form of laundering mineral resources nti yaso ye nya mra mo
yeah was I in betimi is amra na
that's the problem we have yeah esike gu amanone pa nya sika keto wo me kana me de abesi so say cannabis no bible mu kura wo ade a say dro enye just enwura keke dro in fact cannabis no eboa omo asabi omo adwum kropo aka omo obonya mental problem no yetumi ade esa anase yetumi de reduce menya and you want oil you want cream you say there's nothing you can't get from cannabis right yeah we any day nipa da sani me fa say cannabis wura no kra amada kra pa nipa be bodam da nipa be bodam enti omo a ombe abuse no ombe bodam they can never be more than 5% of the population and no be me hia kun ye wo mre kra ye nyina nim say wo ton sa de yi anase sa de wo add value to it wo krokra na ye in the various segment no say ne oil ne say wo be reduce say nicotine na wo mo say de be sa hard wo be reduce no say the amount for betumi atobi no mo no ebi de be ye tea na ya you would yes na me hu wo wiase mu da unless Africa pe enna ye kwachi sam krofo no a enne krofo mo good jail pa because of say ye kwachi ne say wadu awi enye di paketo a ye san kwajitu mu a mo be yi wo mo anasem be akra keke na mo ma menka no kure there was a time crack be fi US by na me say na me ko say one row be them na man biama
na kwatam no me
naivety na kwatam na be di jato na am say ade ma me twe kakra hwe am biama mbedru fie no ma yetin time
say chingo
me can be best 2 days now many times to say ye bi sa me so me ntumi nka
na shawo
that's why me don't feed that oh me don't feed that na so time me was a hwiyo so me so akrapo no out of be broken marriage ni broken home ni no marama no me di obi achi no na fuom odua sa no ni ye no mpa so anya me sa that say de me ko hu woka mu a me nim say na ache woka mo say
be no I dry more
I mean apart from that since then me say me yes nti
I don't see ni tea ni ye fine
Yes, no, they were aware you be no. A be reduce so hard you know woman be ma wabo no because a draw at say a tawa no and as tobacco no and also you to me reduce nicotine na woman no and also a draw kwa me ma me say feeling in the rental and ababa abrem why share or the share ne what the share as I young kola no me di bi share na mani so yemi who are you and easy. Yes. Now, and also no, yes, I be seen no 80 something or 90.
Wow.
You understand? I am saying, say, Ghana have one of those coaches no in bulk. No more could trade Africa, you will problem. No more could trade to meanwhile, no, to Binko Pharmacy. Any other pharmaceutical companies will have Omunias Adiano, Eddie year, Omunro. More fan come on, more than the understand. Most easy among Thomas companies, no, right? We are then. You understand? The earlier you legalize it for us to benefit from it, no, the better. We call some time ago, about some few years ago, Kenya, almost easy ivory and Kwafua pile and Kamodebekwa China. I didn't know yeah. Almost Jatum. I'm saying, yeah, Africa for dear. I don't know what is wrong with us. Brodinam indoctrinate yes, ama. No ma say no. Ye fee say young profana ya boni be mad. Into proposition. It doesn't make sense. Cannabis has so many health benefits. Apart from that, no, a value in terms of monetary value. Into you bet they are no crank at turning economy around in a very massive way. I brought you much as your more. I don't know the end. You shall see say you school. I say even up to now. I say what the moti, uboti ya debe ya phones ba so yi ye say my ba mo phones mo nko school into as we speak ye mamu o mo nkura phone tablet yi technology aba say nkola no kura di be research no anka okura no phone as wa ba o say yes we are not using the phone in the classroom but this topic go and research phone no kura fan konti say nsu to na sakola ne mame wo fie gan nkran na wo pe na frɛ no kura pa bisa say na wo hin kura unya. Because yes, say, am I a man fat phone and school? I don't get it. There are certain things I geometry.
You say be maybe why you abusing it too much.
You see, there can be.
Go school, okay.
Aye.
Not me more watching go school.
Exactly. Even Pabua Cropo, Bafu Fracture, Lutemono, na no cropo or great. Nti yen de bibia ya pese last minute. Ebi na ye ka wo ha no. Say a SIM card. Ya better ho ye de say okay, ye de last minute. Inti mrekwa ye behu say saade we eyema ye no na ye too late. Inti I support the cause for the legalization of marijuana which will allow people to grow it on a large scale. Na yenya off taker, government should be the off taker.
Okay.
Omo mbem adi abodam no omo nkoso. After all there like I said no omo mbebo the omo population will not be more than 5% of Ghana's population.
But wrap up mama.
Inti in the nutshell no aban and taking this consensus na adwonto to aye to ano say cannabis and I say we no ye man nya ade a ebe kan ye kuya eyo no ho na ye ndua ne piti say ye dua kokoo.
Let us say Mr. Sapo wrap up mama.
Ade am preference and trofo on say wa muku no mo hwehwem sababu on man na mun lead campaign na ban support mo God city Ghana ha no obi anim say ye ba wodi agro aso de benya vote obefra sofo nyina ahia asa de na enye no MPP for so ma atum no ebe mi wa ba so wontwam o next kana abeba ho no abeje no de ba be ye bibi na so suppress wo political party mi gidi say e ade ebeboa nti ento aso
da sipi e wosia for mpanyimfo mi enu na nne wo mo ebeboa ye ma ye de enkomotwetwe no eba ye owura ya sanita no or political analyst na Kwaku Atasapo NPP Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer alote de e penu a mi huru ba bia alote wafa Afe ya ba ye tie for so 0302243540 also so free na for adwenkyere ebra. Hello.
Yo, what do you mean, Freddy? Mr. Mafre.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
E ba chaje mo yetio.
Yo,
When you say me to me, and Papa, come you do me come for Jack wine. And I'm in charge of to go good enemy session. Yo, Makasa Bebre, Mama Point Sam to Bebre. Now the American say, if I corruption as someone dear. Me if he said, there be a Buddha corruption of Roya, I open up and I didn't. What do you say? Yeah, for coming from my friends to corruption, you know. But you think you see the Baba come you be the one who control my son there. And see, as you tune it there, a bad thing. They are pushing in that question police. Only the police board there. But they don't call electricity, so or more hard or power meter. What you say? Pokrono papa.
Yo, Medasipi, Jenny Mo Ediano. No, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, BIAMAH.
Me pacho dini baby afre if you want the 1F.
What would you that?
It's you.
Yo, no peso. I see Dr. Baumia, Michelle Papa. It's still on do monitor and evaluation, Michelle Mina. Minia corruption, they fair. Almost shema corruption. A year, Jumano. Almost crap on also the kind you. Almost no the kind that's a bad day now. Corruption, I said to. But the master, Ghana institution. Ghana ending the quarry, young didn't quarry in my own. Young Tim in the quarry in my own. She didn't quarry at my own. Now, institution, young way to my year, Obibia in Najumaya. A bomb plan will be in Hamza. Corruption there, I said to Master Ghana for chair. Almost say, NPP, I just to so many my day. I did. Now, so Uncle Da.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, mini BIAMAH.
Oh, no penny Evans, macho meet you.
There be a mekoso abo abaso.
That's it.
Mitia mini anumi no ne ohono. Na Mr. Tano, papa na se mo yobi oken no kre. Na mum wi na sem die. Mesre na nado nye na breso. NDC fo ade a wo mo de ye papa 208. Mimi yobi am wi prasem. In nyoma mu kan fa papa yi ina de mo ahu de wi ye. NDC fo mo ahu de wi ye on. And no thing I may say, that Biano Mua, Muka Samoa, Yamun to honor Dachi. Wash it, maybe corruption, so or Maya yet Timo Penny, every Sika, yes, causing financial loss, or because Chia Kuko is stealing. Many about me, I mean,
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, mini abana what for me to say?
Yamia do me hoya pa na mpachon so e.
Unya setalanka. Kumasi bronu bi asi ade nyame. Mami se nyame shama ona bo Boniface. Ana Ghana for chief, Ghana for Kojo, Ghana for Alan, trade minister. The next president himself Ghana for Beshen and Monyam 2024. Nyame shira trade minister. The modern born in a Juma power. Now mini aba utie mi nia NDC ni na okasa na ye ta corruption. Na me ra ko se NDC for be ka corruption asem e dia fa o man na media mestre ye betimi ayan sakraye e dia fa ye constitution ni mu a o ye president o ye minister because when the constitution is president after what now so 10 years later ye betimi di wajina mra na dia na kosu na se o ya man panyu na se bio wa ye katasise wa kwaji Ford Blight.
Medasipi Alankas with us. Hello, good afternoon.
BIAMAH, good afternoon.
Debacho after Odin.
Abdurrahman, Lakeside State.
Abdul, it's you.
BIAMAH, Mamoni Juma.
That's it.
I'm a penny for Sabe. I'm so more a diagrache. Kese Ghana, you was a safety, and now my brother, and Ben, that's so crack and go if baby. Na Ghana for the bia ya muchire obi bia mu eti ebe no sabe omu nya serious e be di edi be hwe na mu se be bibiye corruption de ka wasem do bia ya corrupt Ghana asofo ye ka hwe Ghana penifo hwe the AC road ministry omo chato butu mu omo ntuma nka papa se tina fi anasa kana ya bonu tiaka parliamentarians so bia to ho bia ntumi nka hwe ya mehwe ye nyina.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. Eba chodi ni bebe afrefi.
My BIAMAH, Obolo senior me kasa free amokobi.
Yo, yetio.
Oh, my BIAMAH, corruption na koso o ma we mu no. Statistics school. Statistics school Jare and you have Nkola school. I could want to see the free. So Nkranova said almost taxi will fear and they are saying, Ochana for Wimbra, Ochana say, so to correction idea, and statistics school. Now, answer neighbor Jare, the Massa, Mr. Adise, Yamibem. The bonfire and John Mama, Omra no me and film Quasum. Now, Ghana, ya bread, because of your baby depend. Obano, Obadiamo, Obehu, the mistakes are why you know.
Hey, that's Sippy. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, hey, who didn't baby Africa? Yo, it's you.
That's it. I am not corruption and more can. One can't emulate you not for 50 or 1 on the other.
Oh, say I make a.
Aha, but I say, I can't say, who can't for me up? No, it's your one, I'll bring out for it. Indeed, one day, Colonel, one day, any. Then you will be one day for every colony, I didn't go so. I think I think the colony, I look at the colony, most maybe as. Another thing, we are from one hour and a half, one thing walk. Into a boat here, many I'm predicting the dear. Yamungana, my wife, Mammy.
Amen. That's it. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mammy Biama.
If I told you, baby, I'm free. Efo.
Hey.
Hey. Efo. Now, what is saying you?
Me who the man only the papa, Madame Nanu Nanny.
Yame Basaya, what's Efo?
And the waka you na Acadia, the
Baby, no correct.
Mammy, Mammy Biama, the Cano, Nimbo, Ura, Shani Tano. Black way, in family, I see whom no oka feminine, black way, the piano power frame of the sun. If for what you say, if one man do, oh, in fact, we near some to city Okan, and me body pass, and find any other thing and so they will all fighting my minute. And Nifa Kwawe, so Mammy Biama, Mr. MPP, say, a politician, I mean, and be prior, and yes, they be a study in Casana and I will. May I say, Emma, I deal with 12 years in a transfer me. Na mi na mi pese me kan wase mi pese badi adu ne betwa obi beka o efo na ayatwa na mistre abe badi adu ne se kan wase mami ya mami kokorosi ni so wan o si efa jo mama mra no be omra be se bugara bradi wo kasa ma di hu ya papa ya pro ni pa do be fight corruption and mami bi ama enwa na IDP do afusi ya kase police mi si IDP on fa ni asintire Accra Central tudu MTT full of transfer, almost shake us now. I do Rory Spark. About who say, one shakra, I did people say, first, no chromadino, it's right. Because the consume a yet time. Meaning, say, police ya to my ebia to my DD pa, Munia. Nemo, police for transfer, Accra Central pa, MTT roll one over Rory Spark. Yeah. LDP Ninkasan, I told you on this garden, one transfer.
Medasipi, for hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Pacho Dini, baby Africa.
Pacho FM, I've been Kumikasa Mala.
Abe, Yanko.
Mitia Mr. Sanita no pa. Na, mom, Kakaya can say, media corruption. Mibisa, honorable Kennedy, the pause, Tamana. And I said in the video, no, but also the video be by say who watches the watchman. By the MPP, party don't to mean ya almost one.
Okay, yeah, that's Sippy. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, okay, now how do you day? Yeah, also, you know, yeah, the more ibis, yay. Asadaka Sia and Coma production crew Joe Damia Dumak Jeros Ajuma and Isaac Osei Brobe Wadaruma Bobo Siminano MAAME and Frema Abankro and Nanaya Osafo Womo Itrayentum live Facebook and YouTube. Obibia wotimi efra ye nyame enhira obibia wotie ye so erade enhira opi idin edemame BIAMAH AKWAFO me sorry Ola Michael ebeji adwa na wagije entatade akofi makrao